grab a controller and act like you're doing something.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, if you don't don't worry about it. I can take them back.
Yeah, speaker's fine. Right. So we're. So this is why I don't play on casual. Because the answer would be, I'd be bored. Is the simple solution. Can I? Is it fine if I set the priority like to above normal?
Go ahead.
Because that will just even out the load times. A lot of people don't know where you can do this for Starcraft. The load times can be rather variable, even on a really good computer like his. So I do priority usually on a high, but we're running recording stuff, so I don't want to do that. So we're just setting it to above normal. And what that will do is it doesn't speed up all of the cutscenes, and some of them will in fact be. Yeah, this needs to be fixed. Right, so I'm gonna change settings, and what we're gonna. Wow, what is? Oh, your hotkeys are different, Hannah.
It's just grid.
Yeah, I don't use grid.
Clearly, you don't play random.
No, I don't. Well, the only other stuff I've changed is observer, so that doesn't matter. So while we check the settings, we're just gonna attack move Rainer, and yeah, that's the other thing is on the lower difficulty you have to set it faster. So game.
Yeah, I don't care about the hotkeys. It's just basic grid. So change to your heart.
Where is the scroll speed again? Do you remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Scroll speed. Need to slow that down a little bit. So we're gonna play with this and play with the scroll speed and completely forget about Rainer, and he will finish the mission on his own. And that's why I don't play on casual.
Real quick, so this first mission, real easy, right?
Yeah. I'm just like testing mouse scroll speed and stuff like that.
Okay, great. Well, perfect.
Yeah, see? I have still not sending any inputs.
Oh, really?
Gotcha. Drag scroll speed.
So, real quick here, while Relkun is doing his button check, make sure you remember your rules like keyboard.
I forgot my ruler, I'm sorry.
Okay, so real quick, we have two curlers. One is this sweet, can we see it right there? Yeah, cool. One is this awesome toss curler here. And the other one is a even more sweet. Let me make sure this doesn't break. This is a little bit more fragile.
Oh look, one of them died.
Zerg curler here.
There's no game.
It's dripping into this.
No, I need to check
I'm
the
sorry.
Windows mouse settings, because that might be what's
I'm sorry. Where are you guys playing Terran? I mean. Oh!
Snap. Oh, and also should be under control. Okay, that one. Keep going.
Okay.
Have now like.
Yeah, I know.
Set up on.
We also
have.
have.
Okay, there it is.
Cool. We also have this, which is a. If you want to explain what the mousepad is, welcome.
Oh, this is an MVP branded Glyphis mousepad from Razer. Razer generously provided this for us when I just asked if they had anything they could provide as a prize. So this is a recent rollout by them, and they had the entire MVP roster sign it and send it to us. And you can win that. I believe it's a $5 donation. I just need the mouse settings, like
Yes.
not the device settings, like in the control panel. You go to mouse.
We have
$10 for the mouse pad.
yes, $10 for the mouse pad. Sorry, not 5. 10 for these, or for this particular one. We also have some other prizes that are not on site with us. We'll talk about the team jerseys later when Railcoon has a chance, but Blizzard actually contacted us recently, and for this particular game, we have 25 beta keys for Heart of the Storm, 5 regular editions of Wings of Liberty, and 2 collector's editions of Wings of Liberty. So big thanks to Blizzard for helping us out with that, for giving us lots of cool stuff to give away.
So we need to send one more command.
$10, as are the collector editions. The normal ones are $5.
Right, normal Wings of Liberty 5, beta keys, and collector's editions 10. Railcoon, if you want to explain about the FXO team jerseys?
Oh yeah, so there's 2 FXO team jackets that will be signed by the entire team. If you're familiar with international shipping, especially with Korea, it can take a while. So they haven't arrived yet. They're in the mail. They look pretty awesome, and I haven't gotten a name with a picture yet, so it means they haven't even arrived at home. So there's going to be team jackets from the FXO. They were not.
It's a new style.
I don't know.
You don't know.
There's
okay.
like, because the way this was set up was I was talking to people. It was getting translated. The responding that was translated back to English. So there were a couple miscommunications in the way it happened. I just know there are 2 official FXO team jackets that were signed by the entire team. It might be the old white style jacket, and it might be the new blacker style jacket. Because I also wanted them to take a picture, and that never happened. So when they do arrive, like what's going to happen is they're going to draw the winners, and when they arrive, I'm going to mail it out to the winners myself. And so...
Yep, you too can get Railcoon's mailing address. Do you know anything about the Naga?
The
Naga hex?
Naga what?
I don't know. Is it in the track right now?
Naga?
What do you...
Naga hex? You might not actually have this prize.
Naga hex mouse?
Yeah, I don't know. There's apparently
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, we need to double check on this first before I make any other announcements on this particular.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
I'll just check the price and stuff.
Yeah.
So what's the minimum donation for the jackets?
I'm
guessing.
I don't remember. I think it's 5 for the mouse pad, 10 for the jackets.
10 for the mouse pad.
10 for the mouse pad. So what are the jackets?
Jackets are 20.
20. And what were all the stuff from Blizzard again?
The beta keys were $10. The standard copies were $5, and the collector's edition were $10.
Okay. I'm not gonna remember all that, so you're gonna have to remind the stream whenever it comes up.
Good time to get in the...
On the tracker,
Yeah.
If you guys just go to
$20
marathon.speedrunsarchive.com.
$20 on Mirrod's Choice for Wind Waker File Man.
Okay. If you just go to marathon.speedrunnsarchive.com, you can check the prizes tracker, and that will give you all the information you need on how much things are. We generally try to finalize the prices right before the run, so check right there.
Cues, which is why
otherwise, the prices may
resolution
change
is
a little bit
important.
just because I take a look at a prize. I'm like, that's really cool. That should be worth a bit more.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to have the jackets here, or at least have a picture.
Yeah.
Because they are going to be awesome no matter which one of the jackets they are, and they are signed by the entire FX Open roster. That's the Korean roster, because this was arranged like a while ago.
Yes.
And we just picked up the North American team. They're not a part of it. So it's all of the FX Open Koreans have signed these jackets. We were supposed to only have one signed jacket and one normal jacket, and then they signed them both.
Yep.
So it's just a bonus for you guys, I guess.
Alright.
We're not bonus.
I'm always down for more bonuses.
Yeah, I think we're ready to start.
So I'm ready.
Alright.
Timing will start when I skip the cutscene on the first mission, so I'll just let it play for a second and give you a countdown, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to explain a few things about the run, myself, etc. There are 3 completely timed missions that we're going to use for a lot of stuff, for explaining and probably donations as well. So the main premise of this campaign, okay, 3, 2, 1, go, is that there are 26 missions in a somewhat open mission tree path. The order that you do the missions in affects things, and in order to complete the game, you need to complete a minimum of 19 missions. Right near the end of the game, there is a very, very long mission called Maw of the Void that many players who have played this will be familiar with, and then it takes forever. It's the one that introduces the battle cruisers, which are one of the slowest units in the game, the most expensive units in the game, and they want you to complete the mission having to build lots of them. So doing it normally can take around 20 minutes real time if you even optimize it. I actually optimize the mission normally just to learn how much time it takes, so I could figure out how much time I was saving. And it's a lot. So we need to be careful here and make sure that Rainer doesn't die. Because there is a really ballsy strat that I use for the normal speedrun, but then Rainer can die, and we don't want to start off the campaign with him dying and having to restart the first mission. That would be a little bit anticlimactic, just a little bit. So the way that we deal with Maw of the Void is we need to have 25 Protoss research by the time we get there. And the mission path that I have selected has a few missions that are a little bit slower than I might be able to choose some others, but it gives me the most amount of Protoss research and the fewest missions possible. So when I get to Maw of the Void, I will have exactly 25 Protoss research is what I need. So I'm going to be making some detours you wouldn't expect in a speed run, just to make sure that I get the Protoss research. Killing the statue there is just a safety thing, because normally that will force the... Oh my god. Normally that forces the Vikings to hit the Marines, but I went a little to hit the civilians, but I went a little too early, and the civilians weren't in range, so they stopped and shot Rainer.
So guys, real quick here, if you guys could slow down your attempts to access the donation tracker page. I didn't realize that we had so many people watching and that they all wanted to check out the cool prizes. If you guys could just, you know,
you have 2 hours.
Pace yourself a little bit before you check it out, please.
You have what?
You don't get
3 hours locked out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do not want to make SMK cry again.
Medics are not unlocked until the next mission. You're just
Please
given
do not
set
make
units.
SMK cry.
It's not really that difficult, but the strategy I use speeds it up by a few seconds, and it means that Raynor gets low health because of it. And I'm even taking the safe. It's just I messed that up just a little bit. So we need to clear this out again.
There's more people still being held up ahead.
Fun fact is that even despite that, if I have a good run, I will beat the current record pretty handily. And the only other person that I compete with likes to track this in real time for some reason, which doesn't make much sense. The other thing I should explain, there's a timer on the minimap. It is not accurate. Well, actually it's accurate, it's just not real time.
It's Blizzard.
It's based off the normal game speed, and I'm playing on faster. So in order to get the real time from the times you're seeing there, then you need to multiply it by 72.5%. It's not completely exact, but it's close. And it's a good even number as opposed to a really messy fraction. So as I was saying before, I need 25 protest research by the time I get to Maw of the Void, or else things are bad. That mission will take a long time. And then I can use the upgrade that I get on to speed up that mission, a few ones after that. But some of the missions I could complete a little bit faster. I'll be making small detours to pick up the protest research because I only have access to 25 protest research. So I will be taking some small detours just to make sure that that mission is going fine.
And we'll be trying to read some donation comments along the way. If you guys don't hear your donation comments being read, it's okay. We've got it. Don't worry about it. We've got it processed. But right now, it's just because of the overwhelming amount of donations we're getting. We need to cut off donation reading at a certain dollar amount. So just we have a lot of donation comments right now. Just
it'll come in a second.
But a big shout out to TL for showing up and supporting us.
I should explain why they're getting overloaded now as well. We're doing this donation campaign where instead of having incentives for the run and giving you guys things that I can do challenge-wise during the game, we are trying to push for you guys to name Steiner Violet. And the reason behind that, if you're not aware with the Starcraft scene, Violet was a pro gamer, not a Zubu Violet. The Brood War pro gamer Violet who was on KT Rollster. He was a very promising player who's very young, and he was just starting to break out and win tournaments. He was actually getting quite a lot of fans. He was one of the first ones to post on English forums to his fans and interact with his English-speaking fans. And then he was diagnosed with leukemia. The last we heard was that he was doing well, were the exact words. And then there was no contact for a while, and then all of a sudden we hadn't heard anything, updates on that, and then there was a news post saying that he died. That was 2 years ago?
No,
it was
year and a half?
this year. It was last year. Yeah.
Last year?
It was
Okay.
last year, yeah. Otherwise, we would have done it for the. Yeah.
So, we pushed for Tifa for esports last year, and this one was just a little bit more appropriate. And since Steiner is just, to put it, no, there's no better way to put it, a badass in the Final Fantasy IX run, we wanted to name him Violet. So that's what we're pushing. Donations, if you're wanting to donate and support the esports, then we're asking that you go for naming Steiner Violet in Final Fantasy IX.
Yep.
Personally, I am here in memory of my father. I wouldn't be involved in esports if it wasn't for him, but it's not the way you normally hear that phrase. For the last 6 years, I've been living at home to help my mother take care of him as he was ill with multiple myeloma, which is the ribbon I'm wearing right here. Multiple myeloma is a form of cancer, and when I say that cancer is cruel, it doesn't quite describe what he had because it would manifest in his bone marrow. And this means that as the tumors would grow, it would break his bones from the inside out. It was rather brutal. He lost over 6 inches of height over the 6 years as his spinal column was quite literally collapsing. Several of his ribs were broken, his shoulder, like basically his entire skeleton was breaking apart. And he held on for 4 years longer than he was supposed to, put up a good fight, mostly because of new treatments that were being discovered through research. He participated in a lot of clinical trials, helped with the research and understanding more about the disease. And since the Prevent Cancer Foundation focuses on prevention and research, that it felt appropriate that I should come and do a run in memory of my father, who died a year and a half ago. I wasn't quite ready to do it last year, so I'm here this year, and this is a little bit personal for me because I just want to do this, because I know my dad would be proud of it, basically.
On a lighter note, of course Realcoon would be a noob and all the listening to CVs and the
Okay, so the Siege Tank, I don't know if you played back in the beta. Siege Tanks used to do base damage of 70 against anything. And in Brutal, one of the other things it does is, on the first mission, all of the enemy units will start with upgrades. So that was a +1 damage Siege Tank that does 80 damage to everything, not reduced damage to lower units and full damage to armored units. So if that Siege Tank shot my army, half of it would instantly die. And you can split the Marines and kind of get through there and kill it, but you're going to lose a lot of them, and in order to finish this mission, you have to actually kill all the buildings. So having as many surviving Marines as possible is beneficial. So I lifted my command center, dropped the SCVs on top of it, and the AI freaks out. I'm being attacked and I can't hit back. It unsieges and it forgets the siege again. So then suddenly the siege tank is not an issue. And the floating buildings you are going to see a couple of times. Like, you've already saw on that mission to activate the rescuing the rebels a little bit early. And this mission sucks. It's 20 minutes in-game time, absolutely no way to speed it up, and it's not challenging.
Yeah.
Donations.
Not at all. So
This is the first of
we're gonna explain a few more things about the run, and then you guys are gonna have a pretty big opportunity to catch up on your donations, because there are 3 of them, I believe, that are like this, where they're just long timed missions that I can't really do much about in speeding them up. So one of the other things about this game is, if you see me standing still for a moment, like on that last mission where I waited until I hit 51 supply, that's because it's really optimizing when I attack is the main thing in this game. Like, I can go through this and lose units and it doesn't matter. I'll usually try not to, just because it looks better. But the main optimization of this game is the opening build order and knowing when to attack. Like, attacking with a certain number of units at certain times.
We actually can't, on this TV that we're watching here, we actually can't see your minerals or supply.
Oh, really?
It got cropped.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a...
He's currently banking at 360 and 125.
And supply?
And it forces my camera here. There's also a little secret on this mission that I would like to show off, but it's not really marathon safe.
Okay, so you guys can... Okay.
Back,
the stream can see...
Back here, since nothing important is going on, I'm just being attacked.
No technical support.
There's
2 people on the couch.
behind the... There's a big Zerg base here, and right over here there's a little outhouse with a Tauren Marine in it, which is like a shout out to, you know, of course, World of Warcraft and Starcraft at the same time. And when you walk near him, he jumps into his outhouse, and then he kind of gets in and it blasts off into space. And it's just a little secret thing they put in there as a joke. And this guy's been hanging out here because these guys were going to come out. And it's some free Marines. Like I was saying, a lot of the optimization early on is about your build order in the early hand. So I'm cutting a lot of things just to make as many SCVs as possible, which is why this mission isn't really that challenging. Because once you get a lot of SCVs early, it kind of becomes a little bit trivialized. Because what I do to keep myself amused during this long and boring mission where you just sit here and defend behind bunkers is I try and see if I can hit 200 supply. Because it's normally pretty difficult because these minerals fields are also lower on Brutal. So you're going to run out of minerals faster on every mission. So you have to use your minerals more wisely, etc., etc. It's supposed to be another artificial increase in difficulty, because Brutal is supposed to be like hard plus plus, where it's difficult and the developers are just saying, screw you, we're going to make this really hard.
We have time to read some donations. We have like so many donations right now, it's ridiculous.
One more thing. The reason why a lot of people think this game is really hard on Brutal is because the researches that I'm going to be choosing and the upgrades in the armory are extremely important. If you choose the wrong upgrades, you can get about halfway through the game And if you get to the final mission on Brutal with the wrong upgrades and you don't have an autosave to go back and change your upgrades, it can be possible that you can't complete the mission. So this game on Brutal is really just choosing the right upgrades. And if you have problems with the campaign, you can just choose the upgrades that I did, and even doing nothing else, not doing any of the other speedrunning strats, doing it slowly, you'll find it's much easier. And go ahead, because I'm bored now.
Okay, thank you, Steven Sundberg, for your $20 donation. He says, "Sup, donating in lieu of one of my 502 crew bros who wasn't able to make it for the SC2 run. Please put this to 2 guys, 1 controller Contra. This has to happen." Thank you, Pedro Barberio, for your $40 donation. Starcraft time, donating $30 to name Steiner on FF9 as Violet, and the last $10 to Railcoon to Divine. Awesome hoodie, bro.
Thanks. That's gonna go to Steiner as Violet.
Thank you, Benjamin Spindler, for your $100 donation. Says, really appreciate what you guys are doing. Shout out to Team Liquid and good luck Railcoon. Money goes to SC2.
Can I assume that anything towards you is towards Violet?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Jacob Nielsen, for your $20 donation. Good luck on your StarCraft 2 run, Railcoon. Make us from Team Liquid proud, or TLP proud. Put this towards naming Steiner as Violet.
What was the name on that donation?
Jacob Nelson.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeremy Beth, for your $30 donation. Hey guys, here's another donation. Keep up the awesome work. Put this towards any challenge of the current runner's choice.
Steiner's Violet. Oh, challenge?
Choice, whatever, like what you wanted to go for.
Okay, Steiner's Violet. The reason we're jumping everything and still pushing for this when it looks like we're not competing against Poxnor has donated for Zidane, but it was an abnormally low amount for Poxnor. It was like $150. So we don't believe him, basically, and we're pushing for Steiner as Violet anyway. So those of you who were around last time and think that we're in the clear because Poxnor isn't competing against us, he usually drops a minimum of 1,500, and he dropped 150. So we're playing it safe, and we're still pushing for you guys to help us backing up Steiner as Violet, because he could be trying to be sneaky so that he doesn't have to drop $4,000 again this year. And you're not getting that easy, Poxnor.
There are times where we secretly think that Poxnor is actually Bruce Wayne.
Okay, thank you, Eric Nihas, for your $100 donation. Hey, great event, keep it up. Put this towards Violet Steiner. Go Railcoon. Shoutouts to Liquid Snooped.
Shoutouts to T-Gun for him being really annoyed when I do this. Because the way I tend to make sure that these bunkers don't die is I just idle SCVs next to them on auto repair. And he really hates it because there's this little icon that shows up here telling me that I have idle SCVs. And that annoys the crap out of him. And that's going to get up to 20 plus before this mission's over.
Sorry, where's the icon?
It's right here on the bottom left. It has
okay,
F1.
yeah, we can't really see it.
Yeah. The counter's in the bottom right. You should be able to see that. Right here.
Yeah, we can see that.
Left.
Yeah. Well, the bottom right of the icon, because I can see that they can see the icon over there. So yeah, I got supply block. That really doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna keep making SCVs just so that I can put more behind the bunkers. Oh, this one died. Oh, good job. You guys, you killed a bunker. That's impressive. It's not gonna do anything for them, but they killed a bunker, so now they can feel a sense of accomplishment. And this mission, there's gonna be a lot of missions that used to be considered extremely difficult, and I'm just gonna breeze right through them.
Alright, huge shout out to your name here for fixing the TV problem for us.
Some of them were like people, in order to beat them when the game was new, would completely detour them and come back with units they shouldn't have. And I'm going to do them as fast as possible and with small armies. It's just most of the optimization isn't just because I'm awesome at StarCraft, because usually I'm being lazy and minimizing my APM. Like right now I can just... I don't put in huge... Oh, that's nice. And most of the... I could do this and make it look more impressive, but that would be like effort. And like I'm saying, this is considered to be a really hard speed run, but it really isn't once you learn the upgrade path. That's really what it is planning the game was the hardest part. once it's planned and optimized, executing it, as long as you have basic level Starcraft, you can keep building supply depots, have your production hotkeyed, and keep making units. It's not really that bad.
It's a shame that you don't get an APM tracker for single player.
Oh man, then that might make me feel bad about being lazy, so I'm glad it isn't there, actually. I wish there was a replay system, because sometimes you can get caught by something random, and you want to know what happened, and if I wasn't watching on screen, I have no way of going back and seeing exactly what happened. I'm good. I had a brownie earlier.
It's okay to read some donations?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay. Thank you, Daniel Coivisto, for your $40 donation. He says, hope I'm still eligible to win. EG is better. Money to Steiner as Violet.
You're donating to Steiner's Violet, so we'll forgive you this time.
Thank you, Daniel Thomason, for your $20 donation. Great job running the marathon. Thank you, Ryan Baden, for your $50 donation. This is for John, who recently passed away from colorectal cancer, and for naming Steiner Violet. Thank you for all that you are doing. Thank you, George Vilches, for your $20 donation. Railcoon, love your casting work. Fingers crossed for my own FXO jacket. I'd look better than Gumiho.
Oh, that, I don't know if that's true. You can't. Gumiho is the supreme baller.
Thank you, Louis Malone, for your $20 donation. He says, Railcoon for the win. Down with EG. Terran OP, Zerg OP, Toss OP. $20 to naming Aiko Poxnor, since someone needs to be named Poxnor in FF9.
What? No.
Yeah, we still don't believe he's going after Zidane, so we're going after the donating for Violet as Steiner. So we gotta play it safe.
Thank you, Jacob Kurtz, for your $20 donation. He says, throwing my hat in the ring for those signed jackets and other great StarCraft prizes. Second donation for a good cause.
Well, who knows? Maybe if you told him the backstory, he'll be so moved that he'll do it for Violet instead.
Yeah, we explained it once. We can explain it again later, once there's been a little bit more time passed. So I have my resident lore expert here, and we're going to take a second to explain what's actually happening in this game, because we're skipping basically all the story. So if you just explain why we're rebelling against the current government, that would be useful for now.
Okay, so 4 years ago during the Brood War, which is StarCraft 1, the last expansion, Sarah Kerrigan, who's now the Queen of Blades, was left behind on, what was it, Charon or something?
Tarsonis.
Tarsonis, there we go. Now she's on Charon. And so basically, Manx ordered her not to be evacuated. And so Jim Raynor is really mad about that because they kind of had a thing going on. And then add into that Manx is now the power, he's the monarch of the Dominion. He basically just wants to get as far away from Manx as possible, and he has one bullet in his pistol to kill Manx. So he's quite peeved because not only does he feel horrible because Sarah Kerrigan got left behind, but since then she's killed 8 million people.
Yeah, he also helped Manx get in power, so he feels really betrayed about it. So the setup of the mission is that you're rebelling against him, and then things happen, and yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, Manx is a lot closer to Lex of Rogue's here.
Wait a little bit.
Am I too
Cool
bad?
Daddy would be the person that should be good, actually.
Should I repeat that louder?
You're fine. So we have a Caucasian not show up? What's going on?
Peter was Caucasian is gonna be Manx.
Oh, okay. So where's Peter?
I don't know. He said he was gonna show up. Didn't show up.
We had some TL people who were going to show up and hang out during the run, because TL and, you know, more support for the Steiner's Violet. It's always awesome. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Flicky was supposed to be awake, because he's really good at pushing that kind of thing, but he's apparently asleep.
No, he wasn't in his bed.
Really?
So I don't know where he is. If you guys see a short British person somewhere around,
Very short-tempered, kind of foul-mouthed,
yeah, please
likes
send
to
him
rant
our-
about things. Maybe he's on the street panhandling donations for rants and allegories again.
Actually, he might have been in bed. Maybe that lump of blankets was actually him.
So we're almost there. The timer is getting low.
Oh, There's also one little thing that we should add.
What's that?
At the beginning cutscene.
Oh, right.
Tychus. So Tychus Finley was released from prison by Manx to keep an eye on Jim Raynor.
We don't know that yet.
Well, now we
Yes, you are. He tells you in the beginning
Extremely
cutscene.
obvious.
You're told it in the beginning cutscene. So he's trapped inside a marine suit, and then magically appears in the next cutscene, which has happened already, that he's trying to find Jim Raynor. So I wonder what was happening there.
Yeah.
So
The marine suits are pretty much equivalent to power armor on Space Marines from Warhammer. The Zerg are pretty much the Tyranids from Warhammer. Blizzard isn't really bashful about the fact that these are directly related when they first made the original Starcraft. The Protoss are kind of Eldar, but not really. But they've taken the story in a completely different direction.
The Marines are more like they're more like Space Marines from the Deep South.
Okay, thank you, Thomas Callies, for your $20 donation. It's the sickest prizes to go with the sickest games. Good luck with the run, Rokun. Can't wait to see how you do the last level without any upgrades. Remember you from
upgrades.
Remember you from the beta. Sick run. God, I want that jacket.
part of why I did the cutscene research last night was so that I knew that I wouldn't spoil things before they actually
I wasn't making units there for a second. I'm so bad. Oh, I wonder if I'll ever survive this final attack. What do you think, Hannah?
You're doomed.
Okay.
It was doomed from the start. It was never gonna work.
197.
So we're just gonna skip through these cutscenes in which I failed horribly, apparently.
Yeah, there's some splash art that explains it there.
So I have, I have everything written down from what happened, so I know what I'm not
She's so
spoiling.
nice and organized.
You told me yesterday I was doing this, so then I have to do research.
Hey, you offered. I didn't tell you anything.
What's our general?
So yeah, there's stuff that happens in the ship, and you can talk
So
to
Matt's
them,
cool.
and they
Matt's
like
awesome.
they explain things and give you backstory. We're not going to do any of that because it doesn't unlock anything and it wastes time.
But the moral of the story is Matt's
You are
cool.
literally making our donation computers explode.
Good.
Thanks.
Keep donating for Steiner's Violet. We've got some awesome
You
esports
have 2 hours
prizes.
to space it out to still get it.
3
Don't
hours.
worry.
Yeah.
That mission felt like an hour.
We're over 31K.
I can do this here. I can do this here. SMK, show us your crying face. Yeah, that's their face right now.
See, SMK is the one that fixed our tracker system, so he's crying because he doesn't want to have to fix it again.
Let me know if I broke.
So shoutouts for that. That was awesome, SMK, getting that back up that fast.
No problem.
Alright, so the basic premise of this one is that there's an area at the end that you need to come through, and it introduces marauders, because marauders are the best way to break through the end of the level and get to this beacon, but barracks can fly. So we're saying forget that, and we're flying our barracks between all of these cannons, and it's going to land over here, build some units, and kill 3 Colossus by themselves.
Oh, is it just like that one? Is it like that one
Okay,
mission
so
in the
also,
original?
the mission is to get the artifact, which Tychus Finley told Raynor to get. Because he's being funded by the
Mobius Foundation.
Mobius Foundation to get it.
Let the marauders loose against those
Is it like that one mission in the original StarCraft where you could just put like a high armor spell from a side special on an SCV and like complete the level in 45 seconds?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Sort of, except you have to coast them.
Alright, so we're going to attack this pylon as fast as we can, because there's a problem with landing the barracks here. Blizzard was aware that barracks could fly, so they assigned 2 stalkers that will respond to anything going anywhere outside of where they're supposed to go, i.e. the barracks that's flying into this area. So we're not going to cross this line, because for some reason these stalkers will walk all the way across the map after I hit the pylon and try and kill these guys, because I'm doing things I'm not supposed to. I'm killing their base. So that's like their priority, right? And here they are. So now we can land, and they won't respond to my barracks being there, and now we can build units. There's a couple interesting AI issues like that where they definitely had things in mind and trying to keep us from breaking it, and then the AI wasn't quite coded right. I don't have a really good time, so if you'd wait for me to get a really good record before you fix it this time, that'd be great. One of the other ones that they did was the way that units behave with nukes was a little bit broken. As in, there was a list of priorities that the units would follow when they were under the effects of a nuclear attack. So, It was reasonable. They would try to kill the ghosts. They'd try to make sure they'd stay out of the nuke. They wouldn't just stand in the nuke. But the person who was coding it accidentally reversed the order so that the #1 priority was to get away from the nuke and then try to attack the ghost. So if you have any understandings of logic, you can understand why this is an issue, because you could use the upgrade, the broken upgrade that I'll be using later on in the game, to be able to drop units anywhere from my barracks. I can rally point anywhere on the map, and they will spawn wherever the rally point is in a drop pod. So that's the main way we're breaking this game. And before, what you could do is drop a ghost, not even cloak it, tell him to nuke at his foot, and then even if he landed in the middle of like 100 melee units, they would, instead of ripping his head off in 5 seconds because he's really frail, it's a special spellcaster unit that dies very easily, they would run away. They'd be like, oh no, a nuke! And then they'd see the ghost and they run towards it. Oh, you're hostile. Oh, but I'm in a nuke. And then they turn around and run away. And if you get stuck in this cycle of running away and trying to attack the unit at the same time, then the nuke would land. So Blizzard didn't like that and they patched it because it trivialized a few of the things. It broke a few of the things that I wanted to do in the later missions, but we can work around it, it's fine. Alright, so we need to kill these sentries because we're gonna have to fight 3 Colossus with just Marauders, and that can be problematic. And if those sentries join the party, then that's bad news. So this barracks is placed very specifically so that when the Colossus come out, this bottom one will attack my barracks, and the other one will hit my tech lab, and the other one will hit the closest. Oh my god. Why aren't you hitting the barracks? Yeah, that's bad.
Okay.
I just messed that up. Hang on.
Thank you, Thomas Kayleys, for your $20 donation. Sickest price, or oh, I read that one. Thank you, Brandon Brestol, for your $30 donation. Been loving this whole event. Big props to everyone involved, donors, players, organizers. Put this to Cosmo. Any % run, please.
So let me take a look here and see why that happened. We're gonna drop these, change that rally point. So we're gathering research with these floating buildings, and he's gonna fly over to the last one with 1 SCV and drop it on top of here. So we're gonna let this Marauder finish, which we normally wouldn't do, and see why this should be far enough down that this Colossus shouldn't be attacking. So let's, where? Yeah, that's in the right position. We'll just move it down 1 more. And then go, because that, like, when it's placed there, you will attack the barracks every time. That's the official marathon luck. That's never happened before, because I have misplaced the barracks before, and then that's my fault. But this time I had it in what should be the correct position, and he just decided he didn't want to hit it. So this is what should be happening. They waste their time attacking the barracks instead of my units. And then my small, clunky force of Marauders can take them out, because Marauders are really good at killing armored units. So, a lot of people were complaining that this would just be Marines and Medics. Ha! It's Marauders and Medics. There you go. We got variety. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of Marine and Medic abuse. Sorry. Most of the time it's going to be building the minimum number of units possible, so it's not like I'm going to be sitting here and be massing Marines the entire time. So that wasn't the best start, but we can still beat T-Gun's record and make him salty. So that's my goal.
Well done.
Because T-Gun is the only other person running this single segment on Brutal, and I think the grand contribution he's put towards this run is finding one strategy and then just copying everything else that I do. So if you want that record and you want to keep it, you're actually going to have to try and optimize, because I got the strats, man.
Well, at least you're modest about that.
Well, the other people, there are a lot of people who speedrun this on SDA, but they do the individual levels.
Yeah.
And the reason that I don't find that interesting is with the open mission tree and the open upgrades, you just say you wanted to speedrun this mission, you just don't do it, do the rest of the campaign, unlock everything, and then come back and do it. And then you just have a lot of, like, just researches and upgrades that you shouldn't have access to, and you just steamroll through it. And that's not as interesting to me. So I like doing the single segment run.
Like, there's no single segment for the original or Brood War either. It's just an IL table.
Yeah, but that's less of an issue because like the missions were pretty much completely independent, except for one mission where what you did actually affected the second mission, and that was like that was just a gimmick because games didn't do that. So this mission you're supposed to like fly around and mine from the different places and get 6,000 minerals, and I don't really feel like doing that. So they give you these reapers, and there are resource pickups across all of the map. So we're gonna start mining from these two locations with what they give us, and then we're just gonna pick up enough resource nodes to finish the mission really, really fast. Even on Brutal, we're gonna finish this before the second lava wave. And on the easier difficulties, all it really does is it lowers the amount of minerals you need, and it also will space out the lava waves a little bit longer. So there's more time between the lava waves, so you have more time to gather the minerals. And the other thing that it does is it gives you a nice little timer saying when the next lava wave is.
Are there high yield resources on this map?
These are all high yield minerals.
Oh.
That's the gimmick of the map.
Right.
Alright, so there's a Brutalist here, and he gives research, but it's Zerg research. I don't really care about Zerg research, so we're just gonna ignore it. I need, I think, a grand total of 10 Zerg research, and you get like 6 for free. So yeah, not very interested. One thing a lot of people don't know about this mission is that the hatcheries have 300 minerals under them, and Reapers kill hatcheries very quickly, even if they're layers like this one. So we're killing the layers.
Thank you, Gregory Howland, for your $35 donation. Please put all this towards naming Steiner Violet. Thank you, Willie Hugh? I probably butchered that. For your $50 donation. You guys are doing a great thing. Hope to win the mouse pad. Railcoon waiting.
Thank you. Keep it coming. We are never safe against the box snore.
Thank you, Kevin Tung, for your $1,200 donation. Shoutouts to Team Liquid, TLP, and the 502 crew. 300 to Contra 2 players 1 controller. 300 to Steiner's Violet. 300 to OT any %. 300 to Diehard 2 players 1 controller. Character limits are lame. Cancer is lamer. Thank you, Stephen Kish, for your $20 donation. Gotta donate for a chance at those sweet Starcraft 2 prizes. Put this towards naming Steiner Violet. Shout out to Team Liquid and to Railcoon. Go, go, go.
Alright, so there's one more mineral pickup over here. But there's also a Baneling. So, yeah. We end that mission by having all of our units die in an explosion, right as we get the required number of minerals, and you just got an achievement.
It was a death warp.
I'm so good at this game.
It was totally a death warp.
Alright, so the Devil's Playground is over, and now we're at Welcome to the Jungle. And this is one of the missions that when the game was out, everybody was complaining about how hard it was and how it was completely impossible. And they would do the Isle strats unintentionally, where they do a whole bunch of other missions before they came back to this one to play it. And I didn't need to go in there again. What am I doing?
Losing time.
Yeah, losing the time, man.
No pressure.
And then people realize.
But we're gonna do this with, I think, 43 supply worth of units, including the SCVs. So, yeah. It's just optimization using the upgrades. It's not even really good play, because you guys wanted to see it. Marines and medics. Ooh.
At least it's not rain none of us.
Most SUVs are very easily scared, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think your favorite level is, just in terms of like how innovative the strats you developed are, opposed to what Blizzard would have expected?
Probably Echoes of the Future.
Yes.
Or maybe Maw of the Void, just because we skipped so much of it. Echoes of the Future is the one where we have Ninja Zeratul blinking all over the place.
Yeah, that one's fun.
Thank you, Michael Hand, for your $20 donation. I've already got WOL and HOTS. So don't worry about entering me for those. Put these towards Violet.
So with the entries into those kind of prizes, it's very, very difficult for us to exclude you from prize drawings. It's really easy for us to draw everyone, and then if you win, you can email them and say that you don't want it. So if you're not interested in a prize, we email people who win and just tell them to draw somebody else's name if you don't want it. It's
I'm not
much
sure
easier.
when we're gonna draw those. Probably sometime soon after this run, but can't guarantee that. Given how blown up our tracker
The
is.
tracker might be hurting a little bit
Yeah.
for a while
so
after the
if
run.
your name being called and you decide that you already have it or you want to give it to someone else, then just let us know. Send us an email or send some sort of
or even just
a PM to
see if you want it, and if you do win it, indicate that you don't want it. Because right now, any communication with us is going to be really slow.
Yes, we're a little busy right now. Sorry.
Thank you to Jimmy Johnson for your $40 donation. Hey SDA, great marathon. I just wanted to thank Railcoon for getting me into speedrunning, so put these $40 towards whatever he sees fit. Also hoping Zeratul doesn't troll him or on Echoes of the Future. P.S. I'm coming after your PB rail.
Oh really?
Glytherin.
Who?
Glytherin.
My Starcraft PB?
Or your PB.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It might be Mark the Ninja, so I don't know.
Railgun isn't just awesome at RTS games. He also is pretty good at this little known game called Mark of the Ninja, which deserves a lot more love than it does.
I want to play it in the bonus stream, but I do have to leave pretty early. It's only 30 minutes. I'm gonna try and get it in, but that game is completely broken.
Yeah.
It is pretty hilariously broken. Actually,
Railgun does have his current personal best for Mark of the Ninja on his YouTube channel of one of the. I think it's just Railgun, right?
Yeah, it's just Railgun.
Yeah,
Same as my Twitch stream.
it really is, especially if you don't know any of the tricks beforehand. Yeah, it's pretty broken.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not the time to really talk about that, but it's pretty broken. I don't need to get into that. So, the problematic Protoss research that we need to get in this mission, there's one over here being guarded by a bunch of speed zealots. The end of the mission is on the complete opposite side of the map, so what we're going to do is we're going to float barracks again. Shock, shock. Are you surprised? Have you figured out the main strategy of this run yet? You should have been gathering earlier, by the way.
Well, eventually, we'll get the upgrade and we'll have no...
Yeah, once we get the upgrade, we don't even need to float barracks anymore. We can just have them in our base and drop units wherever the hell we please. So, this game does get slightly... It's not really broken or glitched. I just use abilities in ways that Blizzard didn't intend me to, so don't patch it until I get a good record, please. And, what was I explaining? Right, so this one is difficult to get to, but I found that 2 Stim Marines will get it about 99.9% of the time, so after saying that, it means they're going to miss it this time. They have to load a save, which shouldn't happen. And the other one is over here behind some cannons and zealots, but 3 Goliaths at full health will get that every time. So you've been noticing that the Goliaths are on a hotkey of their own, and that's just to make sure they take absolutely 0 damage. That's all it is. And I've been talking and I've been losing time on this mission, but it's okay. The estimate for this game is actually pretty high, because when I first set the estimate, there were a couple points where the game could troll me really hard and I could lose 10-15 minutes. Also, mistakes in this game tend to come in the minutes instead of seconds for most speedruns. So we did need to have a somewhat conservative time, but we have found a lot of new safe strats to help avoid those issues. The one strat that T-Gun did find to give him some actual credit and not troll him too much was the safe strat for the worst one, the one that could cost me 20 minutes or so. He found a way where if I slow it down for about 10 seconds, then it's just not a problem. So thanks a lot, T-Gun. I tease you a lot, but you give it back, so I don't feel too bad about it.
Thank you, Vladimir Lensis, for your $45 donation. Haven't been able to sleep since the beginning of the marathon, but I couldn't be more happy about it. Put this money towards Cosmo doing an offering of time any percent run.
You're not the only one, buddy.
Yeah, a lot of us have this up to a lot, so.
At this point in the marathon, if you're not ridiculously tired, you're not doing great.
Sleep schedule
This is
non-existent right now.
slightly problematic. So we're gonna have to do a ninja SCV because this guy never returned his canister. Let's see how well we can do this. These guys are distracted, so hopefully this works out, right? So remember we were talking about those Goliaths? I can't send them yet. It's very tempting to send it yet, but there should be an attack wave coming in here in a second. Yeah, there it is. And if they get attacked, it's kind of bad. So get out of here.
That's over half the canisters you wanted.
I'm going to be taking a decent amount of these missions much slower than I normally would in a normal attempt, just because marathon, and I don't want to be excessively restarting things. So yeah, we're going to get things done. We're probably not going to break the record. It's possible if I get some really good luck, but I messed up a little bit already, so probably not going to happen. And I guess that just means that if you want to see the record get broken, because I'll break it once I put time into it, because shout out to T-Gun for still not having a very good record. Once I put some time into it, I will break it. And if you want to see that, you can just watch my stream, where I play other games as well. And donations, you're totally good to go. Like,
Okay. Thank you, Michael Everest, for your $50 donation. Good job, AGDQ. Thanks for the amazing week. Shout out to Railcoon from TL Ponies. Keep it up, Rail. Doing great. Starcraft.
Alright, so we need to improvise again.
Thank you, Anders Lawrenson, for your $40 donation. Awesome work, and go Team Terran. Screw Zerg. And put these dollars to name Steiner Violet. Thank you, William Lockwood, for your $40 donation. First time donating, viewing, a great cause. Several of my family have suffered from cancer, and some have survived, some have not. Hopefully,
really
efforts
close.
like this mean that more will survive.
I
Put
needed
this to whatever the reader wants.
I needed the second Marine to finish so that they could get by and do that before I finish the mission. And yeah, it didn't happen.
Okay. Thank you, Calvin Wilson, for your $20 donation. My name is Calvin. Thanks for everything you guys are doing. A great cause and awesome games. Thanks for keeping me entertained at work.
Where
Put
is
this
this
towards
on?
whatever Railcoon wants. Starcraft for life.
Okay, this
Thank you, Warren Howarth, for your $45 donation. This is for three things. Here is to naming Steiner Violet. Here is to your father. May his memories live in your heart forever. Lastly, here is to the extremely beautiful Hannah. May our first date be fantastic. JK, JK.
Okay, that's a bad autosave. We hit the last autosave. Because normally if I mess that up, there isn't an extra autosave in there. But there was.
So who was that?
Warren Howarth.
I don't know him.
Apparently
He thinks you're beautiful.
Kill all
Well,
the
that's
Protoss buildings
nice.
on the siege tank level.
Not gonna happen. There is an alternate victory condition for the dig, which is a kind of a troll mission that takes forever. It's our other really big, long, boring timed mission. And you can end it early by killing all the Protoss buildings, but it's not consistent at all for single segment. And if it's not even consistent for single segment attempts, where I'm going to be resetting over failed tricks, there's no way in hell I'm doing it in Marathon. Sorry.
Thank you.
So we need to remember to build Marines this time. That was kind of the issue. I landed this over here and then it didn't make the Marines.
Thank you, Petri Pillinen, for your $30 donation. Good job on the marathon. Please put this towards naming Steiner Violet and the memory of KT Violet.
That's over half the canisters you wanted.
Thank you, Bo Ritter, for your $50 donation. Please put this towards renaming Steiner to Violet and FF9. Shouts out to Team Liquid and Blizzard for being awesome. Also, if the reader pronounces my name correctly, Bo Ritter, then I will donate another $30. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah, big thank you to Blizzard, Razer, and FX Open who all provided prizes for this without really any effort. We just asked them and they said, sure, okay. Because this is an awesome charity. And they were happy to help us out. So thanks again, guys.
Thank you, Casey Zendelot, for your $35 donation. Thanks for everything you guys are doing with AGDQ and the PCF. Put this towards Steiner being named Violet and showing that StarCraft 2 ain't dead yet. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you to Ole Cardstad for your $40 donation. 40 for Steiner as Violet for the great friendship and magic. Someone hug Railcoon when he's not too busy. TLP.
You guys are awesome. Shout out to TLP.
Thank you, Nathaniel Shipman, for your $50 donation from Shout outs to the 502 crew and Wintermon. Full donation to Lynx for the Dark and for the Lynx the Dark for the Dark Souls name. Stoked for the Starcraft 2 gear.
Okay, so I need to kill an SCV because yeah, there we go. One of my supply depots died to these guys who don't normally attack my base. I'm getting a little bit messed with by the AI. Yeah, probably.
They can drop parts.
Thank you, Jacob Calder, for your $40 donation. My student loan finally came in, so here's a donation. Like most people, lost a family to cancer, so I appreciate the cause. Railcoon knows what to do with the money. Shout out to Tespa.
They know it too. Steiner is Violet.
What?
Tespa.
Oh, Tespa. I was like, wait, what?
That's the. Is that the time?
Texas Esports.
Oh, Texas
Okay.
Esports.
Thank you, Corey Willen, for your $50 donation. Hey, cancer sucks. Awesome job so far. Railcoon for #1 speedrunner. Shoutouts to TLP. Have this go for FF9 Steiner to Violet.
Okay, so to make up for the fact that, thank you. Make up for the fact that I screwed that pretty bad, I just saved 3 seconds. Yeah, getting the time back.
Yeah.
One of the ways that the game handles things that's a little bit strange is that if one of the guys over there on the left with the character portrait is talking to you, the game cannot advance until they're done talking. And these can queue up into multiple speeches. And basically what I just did was by returning those 3 canisters at about the same time, normally you end the mission and Rainer will pop up and be like, yeah, we're so awesome, we completed the mission. But when I complete the mission right when Tosh is telling me that we need 1 more, it skips Rainer's end speech. So then we don't have to wait for it for the mission to end and it saves a few seconds.
I seem to remember the original Android War having a similar problem, but maybe it's just me.
That's true. Not what I want. I want that.
But then we just like the second cutscene.
Alright, so this is one of the other kind of time missions. I can speed it up a little bit near the end just by killing the final train faster. But this is mostly a time mission. And yeah, keep going on the donations. We're going to get to interesting missions soon, I promise.
Thank you, Trevor Landon, for your $35 donation. Made it back just in time for StarCraft. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. Put this to Steiner as Violet. Thank you, Michael Hume, for your $30 donation. I would like to thank everyone that is participating in front and behind the scenes at the marathon. Cancer is evil and we must prevent it at all costs. This donation is for the StarCraft 2 prizes and Cosmo, Ocarina of Time, and 80%. Everyone, good job.
Alright, so this mission is another one where you're going to run out of minerals pretty quickly. It's intended in this mission for you to run out very fast. So they put some mineral pickups and stuff around the map, and when you kill the trains, they drop more. So we're spending the first part of the mission just spreading out and picking up mineral upgrades. There's also these units, which is the new unit they're introducing, the Diamondback. It's an armored unit that can move and shoot at the same time, which is useful when you're trying to shoot a fast train. That's the whole idea. And we're actually not going to make a lot of them because while they are useful, Marines are pretty good. So
Diamondbacks are not in multi, right?
no, they're not in multiplayer.
Yeah,
They'd be a little bit broken in multiplayer.
They tried with the Warhounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that a lot. There are a lot of units in this game that are a lot of returning units from SE1 that are not in multiplayer, like the medic, which is placed by the medevac.
Vulture.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the first train. Doesn't have any guards, we just kill it. And then you see the next train timer is already popped up. That's why this is a time mission, because the next train is already coming in a set amount of time. So killing this train as fast as possible does not speed up the mission at all.
That looks cool.
Thank you, Thomas Tunche, for your $30 donation. Greetings from Finland. Loving the stream and Railcoon. Keep up the good job. Put my money towards StarCraft 2 prizes.
Yeah. Is that kind of Steiner's Violet?
Yep.
Awesome. Alright, so there's some more pickups over here. And we're just going to rally the units for building over there so we can have one for later. We still have like a minute. So we're gonna go pick up more resource pickups, get some more diamondbacks, etc., etc. This has like story implications with the whole Manx thing, in that you're going to find a pod that has evidence of what Manx did to betray Raynor and Kerrigan.
Yeah, this is on the planet that Kerrigan got left behind.
And we'll do one more mission on this mission chain where we're going, Manx is the bad guy, we're going to try and make him pay for it. And then we're going to kind of forget about Manx for the rest of the game, because these anti-Manx missions are just not useful for the speedrun. So
they are really useful for entertaining cutscenes.
Oh yeah, the cutscenes are awesome. So I was gonna like allow donations for cutscenes because some of them are pretty hilariously bad, like bad in the awesome way, kind of bad, like the bar fight scene. Oh my god, it's so amazing. And fix my damn jukebox.
It's the biggest fatality in the entire game. Poor jukebox.
Yeah. So, but we have a decent chance of getting a good time. Sadly, this probably isn't earned anymore, but we should get a good time. It should be entertaining for people who haven't seen this before. People who haven't seen it before, I do have a few new minor strats that will be showing off later on, saving them seconds. We'll use that to get the record later on. And yeah, so we didn't go for that just because we want more money for Steiner's Violet, because the pox doors are always dangerous, and we wanted to get a really good time.
Switch to that one.
So they're gonna attack us in a second. I'm not too concerned. Oh, look. My Marines are gonna die. Oh no. I'm going to lose 2 Marines. Whatever am I going to do?
Show some compassion for your troops, man.
He is. He's wondering
Oh
what
no,
without them.
it's gonna get worse because there's gonna be some Ravens with Seeker missiles coming up. Seeker missiles are really slow with target ability. It chases one unit and then explodes in a huge explosion. If it hits my army, it's really, really bad. So we kind of just do the sacrificial lamb strategy, or one guy charges at the Raven, gets him to Seeker missile into the face, and the rest of our army is fine. And that's one of the main problems people had with this mission, is that the Seeker missiles will wreck you if they hit you. And you can micro against them and make the Seeker missile not hit the unit, but that's like effort. And like I said before, it's a 3-hour run, so a lot of the fancy stuff that I could do to showboat, I just don't bother. It's just because. It's not even that the 3-hour run is long, it's just, if I don't need to put in the extra effort, I kind of be lazy. I kind of tend to be lazy about that kind of stuff. Alright. So we're getting supply blocked, and it doesn't matter, because we're going to run out of minerals here in a little bit. So we'll just queue up like 5 million supply depots. There we go. That looks good. And that'll actually last us for the rest of the game, because if you look, we're almost out of minerals. And then our only income source is going to be killing the trains. And so they like try to build bunkers, and they do all these defensive measures to try and stop them from killing the trains. None of them work. Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert. So, next mission after this is Cutthroat, I believe. And then after that, we'll get into some more of the sequence breaking and abusing mechanics. This mission is pretty straightforward. Keep chugging through the donations. This is pretty much another time mission.
We're trying to get through as many donations as we possibly can.
Oh, is the tractor being slow?
Oh, it's being so slow.
Okay.
But I can take this time to let you know that if you're just joining us, you're watching Awesome Games Done Quick 2013, put together by Speed Demos Archive, a great site for quality speedrun videos and knowledge, and with over 700 games present. And also we have members from Speedruns Live here, which is a premier website for video games, racing, and running. And we are raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, which aims to save lives through cancer prevention and early detection with research, education, community outreach, and advocacy.
So my excuse for doing that and sacrificing a Diamondback for a Seeker Missile is when I do that, the Seeker Missile blows up on the train and it does damage to the train. So I'm just speedrunning, right? I'm making the train die faster. No, you can totally micro and make it not do any damage, but they're gonna attack our base again, and there's gonna be another Raven, so we're gonna have to gate. But this one, we can use a less expensive unit. How about a Marine? Nobody really likes Marines, right?
They're not good at all.
Yeah, Marines are like this horrible unit that nobody ever uses, so we're gonna sacrifice one of them.
Totally useless.
It's like their DPS is so low, they cost so much. Oh. Oh, well, he died, so we used another Diamondback. We got the backup strats. Yeah, that we got another while before train. So I'm assuming that when the tracker finally fetches donations, you're gonna have a lot of them.
Are the Marines
We
still
are
the only
actually having to flag each individual one.
Are the Marines still the only unit in the game that can hit every type of other unit?
What?
Are the Marines still the only unit in the game that can hit every other type of unit?
I can't hear the last part of your question.
Both ground, flying,
Just wave at me and
Yeah.
I can tell him to shut up if it's
There are other
if he's
units.
just happening.
There are other units that can hit like ground flying, etc., but
I do this.
Marines are just super cost effective because they cost like 50 minerals and you can stim pack them and they're generally just pretty awesome.
Come on, Joe. Oh,
It's sarcasm. I mean, for speedrunners, I didn't think I needed to have the sarcasm sign with Hannah, so she'd hold it up every time I make a joke. Alright, so we're almost pretty much out of minerals, which is why I wasn't concerned about being supply blocked earlier. Because I'm going to run out of minerals, and then I'm still going to hit my kind of optimal army size anyway. No matter if I got myself supply blocked or not. So, remember the whole thing about extra effort and how I don't do it in this run? Like, kind of the whole point of this is a lot of people shy away from speedrunning this game because there's this really big concept that's hard. So I am playing up the fact that I'm putting in very little effort and minimizing effort and being lazy, because if you want to learn this game, don't let the difficulty get in the way. I've spent a lot of time optimizing the route, and that's actually made it a lot easier when you use this route. The challenge level is much lower. And competition for speedrunners is good, because then we push each other, we find new tricks, the times get better because we're beating each other's times, and we have to find new ways to beat each other's times. Like, we like competition in the speedrunning world, and right now I have one person competing against me in the 5 games that I play. And he's playing one of them, so yeah, more people playing Starcraft 2 and trying to beat the times would be awesome.
You'll just have to come up with the best HOTS strategy immediately.
I don't know if, like, people are asking about it, and I don't know if HOTS is going to be speedrunnable in the same sense that this is, because Zergs can't float buildings and break sequences. Like, it wouldn't be the same idea. I haven't seen it yet.
Unless you can, like, make an OP Kerrigan build.
I'm just not judging it before I see it. Isn't that like the whole don't read, judge a book by its cover? Like, I'm being
Except
good.
you totally should. If it's a horrible cover, chances are it's not going to be a good book. I mean, if it's a boring cover, that's fine.
Thank you, Andrew Janetta, for your $50 donation. Stayed up way too late a couple nights ago watching COD of War. Never played the game, but the commentary was extremely entertaining. Half for the Englishman to pick and half for esports. Good luck, have fun.
Esports means Steiner is Violet.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will also put that towards Steiner as Violet, and thanks. Thanks for that, and I like doing it, so glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you, Charles Becker, for your $37 donation. First time catching wind of this marathon, I am a first-year medical student and avid gamer, and I am super proud of you and your cause. Put this towards Steiner as Violet, though my personal favorite is Aiko. Thank you.
So,
go ahead.
There's an achievement for killing those guys on normal difficulty because they're supposed to be really big and bad, and you're supposed to be cowering and you're hiding from them. All right, you need this achievement, so let's grab that real quick. So all I have to do to get you this achievement is send this Diamondback down here. So I think we have the toast notifications off, so they're not popping up.
What?
Let's see if you get an achievement when I do this. If not, we can do a quick menu. Because we want the thing for when we finish the game to pop up. Yeah, you didn't get a pop-up,
Okay,
so
well,
your
you
toast
can-
notifications are off.
During the next timer, you can just pop it up.
Yeah, I can do it during the next
time mission.
menu. Oh, the next time mission. Well, it pauses when I open the menu.
Well, but that still adds to your total time. So if you do it during a time mission when you are getting back massage instead, you can just do it that.
But then I don't know. The back massage might make me so.
Happen while you're doing it.
I'll be so relaxed from the back massage that might take extra time.
Well, yes, but it's during a time mission, so you're stuck anyway.
Thank you, Felix Schulz, for your $20 donation. Keep up the good work. Put the money wherever you want it. Steiner's Island.
You learn quickly, my friend. Alright, so this is the one that we can actually speed up, because it's the last train. So, to speed this up, we kill the train as fast as possible, and that's the only real way to speed up this mission.
Wow, you mean to make things fast, you have to do things quickly?
Yeah, right?
Wow, I never knew
thought, well, we just finished Brave, so to do things fast, you have to do them in reverse, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's going to be 2 Ravens with this one, so we have 2 Diamondbacks as bait. Like, I'm not building Diamondbacks so much just because they do damage, but more because they're really fast and they're useful for baiting the Seeker missiles. Alright, so I'm at 140 supply, which is about where I want to be. I can be up at around 150, but I was being especially lazy to play up in the fact that this is not difficult.
So it's tactical and strategic laziness.
A train is coming to the western tunnel.
That beanie is awesomely.
Apparently my knitting killed chat.
Doesn't fit my head. Sorry.
Sorry.
I have a big head because I'm Irish.
My top hat.
Should only fit people. I'll do that for
Maybe really little kid like. Yeah.
There we go. No, I like how these siege tanks decide. They only decide to siege when you shoot them, which, if you're shooting them, obviously that's a little bit too late to be trying to siege. Since you can't do anything while you're going into the siege mode, it's a little bit silly.
Does anybody else mind if I turn my
That is perfectly okay. My hair is driving me insane.
Alright, so we're going to turn on your toast notifications. What, they're on?
Yeah. We can turn it down.
I have no idea what's going on then.
You're doing your ignore everything else.
Maybe you already had it.
No, she doesn't. Like, I checked before we
Is it because
started.
I have unavailable?
That might be it.
That's fine.
No, you just completed them too quickly.
That's fine. Just let me know if that doesn't pop up, if the achievements don't pop up, then just
We can just
let me
give
know
it the
the time
timer.
and I'll,
Yeah.
I'll call.
I mean,
It was mostly just on the final mission we'll get a brutal thing
That's
pop
okay.
up.
What's the button for this?
my character code isn't out there anywhere, so there shouldn't be any pop-up. So the only people that have it are professionals.
You can go like unbusy right before the end of the mission and see.
Now let's get to work and get that adjutant back.
It's not like my name's a secret, so. It's not gonna be my name for long, so that's fine.
Thank you, Vedim Stetsuk, for your $60 donation. Loving the marathon. Always amazes me how much we are able to raise each year. I've already donated, but never put it to anything, so you can put my total donation total of $140 to naming Steiner Violet. Shoutouts to Team Liquid. Thank you, Arthur Vandeveld, for your $20 donation. Starcraft time. Good luck with the run and good luck knitting. Also $20 to PJ Mystery Game, which translates to Steiner's Violet.
I knit so I don't end up playing with stuff.
It keeps your hands busy, yeah.
With my brain still working.
Thank you, Zachary Jones, for your $20 donation. Gotta donate during StarCraft 2. Love this game, so thank you for running it. My life where we are.
Iron.
Iron.
I'm just not good at sitting still for more than 20 minutes straight.
You have $20.
Me?
Yeah.
Steiner's Violet.
Anytime anything is for real, boom, Steiner is Violet. That's probably a good fan. And I'll speak for Flicky right now. Anything, if anyone donates for Flicky randomly during this time, Steiner is Violet.
Thank you, Eric Resfeld, for your $30 donation. Best run so far. Shoutouts to Test Runner and Zerts. This goes to Railcoon's choice. Steiner's Violet.
Relton, can I get a real, like, good and throaty my life for hire for $5 donated?
One better than mine.
Well, are you gonna donate it? Donate it, and then I'll do it.
Alright. So do you?
Let's see the money.
Put it in the cash box. There's a slot. In the...
Well, guess who showed up?
What?
Guess who showed up?
Oh. Oh, yeah, Peter. My life for hire! That's not my best unit impersonation, but that's what you donated for, so...
Cruiser operation.
What about your Dragoon impersonation?
Oh, my Dragoon is horrible. See, I could tell you what my best unit impersonation is, or you can keep donating for random units and find out yourself.
Thank you, Jason Schwab, for your $150 donation. Greetings, Diner's Pilot. Playing it safe, go AGTL in Pro League.
Oh, that affects so long? Really?
Actually, Railkun's best impersonation is the Destructible Rocks.
Oh.
This is true.
What? How do I even do that?
You just sit there.
Okay, right, so during the time missions I just go...
Yeah.
How about doing Haikas during Media Blitz?
No, I don't play Media Blitz at all.
Oh, you don't?
No.
That's it, I'm leaving.
It takes a long time, and there's no Protoss research.
You got the Odin!
You have to do the...
I never see the Odin. We never visit. A lot of people will be happy to know. You can donate if you're really happy about this. You will never see Dr. Ariel Hansen in this speedrun.
And I have all these cutscenes written up for it.
Oh, yeah. Not gonna happen.
Sorry about that.
So there's a bunch of colonists who are being attacked by the Zerg right now, and there's a whole chain of missions where you go rescue them and do things, and we don't even go, you alright there?
So, research is not at all important.
Yeah, there's no Protoss research, and her missions are long and annoying.
Yeah.
Well, they're not exactly long, they're just annoying, and there's no Protoss research, so it's an excuse for me to ignore them.
Also, for Walking Dead fans, Tosh is voiced by Dave Fennoy, who voiced Lee. He also voiced, what's his name? The shopkeeper in Bayonetta. Baldur, I think? No, that's Billy.
So this mission I need to collect 6,000 resources. They encourage a little PvP and killing Orlan's command centers, because the command centers give 400 minerals, which is interesting since it costs 400 minerals to build them, and I'm getting scrap from them, so his command centers are apparently magical, in which they drop all of their building materials when they explode.
They're just being very greedy.
And you would not believe the unimaginable havoc that it caused.
Well, bunkers only give 75% now.
But you're still playing on 1.0. Are you already playing with the latest patch?
This is the latest patch, because using but they don't patch, like when they do balance changes for the multiplayer game, it doesn't affect the
Exactly, so they are command bunkers. Still.
Yeah. Did any of the Blizzard single-player patches affect speedrunning negatively?
Yes.
Okay.
Many.
But
there was also a ninja change besides the nuke AI thing that they fixed. There was another exploit where there's a big base of hostile units, and like you could drop one unit in the middle, and the units would just stand there and ignore it while it's killing an objective, just because it's just far enough away from everything. And it looked like it was fine, and then apparently there's some trigger now where if you do 400 damage to the objective, a Broodlord moves up and says, screw you. Every time, it doesn't matter the timing, it doesn't matter which unit, it takes 400 damage, the Broodlord moves up and kills the unit.
would you say that overall in the patches there have been more positive than negative changes?
If they patched something related to the single player,
It's negative.
it was negative for the speedrunning.
Yeah, it's not gonna show.
And there's no way to play vanilla anymore.
Not really. It's possible, but I wouldn't be able to do it here.
Alright, because online. Right?
Also, it would be difficult for people to compete against me if I was doing that, which is what I want. Because then if they didn't have the exact setup to do that, then they wouldn't be able to compete against me at my superior times. And if you don't actually have the setup in advance, you can't get it later on. What? Thanks.
These are important things.
Thank you, Ferdinand Liu, for your $150 donation. Hello, all awesome marathon. I so want an FXO uniform, so here I am donating. Also, put this money towards naming Steiner Violet and FF9. If it wasn't for Poxnor, I put this money towards naming Dagger, Bisu, and FF9.
Dagger's Bisu? That's interesting.
Thank you, Andrew Huang, for your $150 donation, all for naming Steiner Violet.
So he's nuking here. It would be possible to skip this nuke, but I have to kind of wait for a few extra units and for these SCVs to repair my units anyway. So I just sort of chill and let him nuke nothing.
Yeah.
Because that was a really poorly aimed nuke, and it should do damage to his own bunker, but it doesn't for some reason. The computer cheats. Welcome to speedrunning, where computers cheat. I'm sure you were very shocked to hear that the computer cheats.
And your entire army dies of radiation poisoning. The end.
Fair enough. Alright, so that was kind of bad. I lost more marines than I needed to, so we need to chill here for a second just for marathon safety. So, donations if you have them.
Thank you, Christian Samsel, for your $25 donation. Thank you for this event. I lost my mother to cancer, and the story Relkun told about his father really touched my heart. Thank you, Scott Abernathy, for your $30 donation. So many great prizes. I really appreciate what y'all are doing. Use the donation as Railcoon commands, Steiner and Violet.
Alright, so we need a few more units just to make sure that this works. I lost a few more units to that tank that I wanted to. I could go for it right now and probably be okay, but I'm just waiting for probably 2 more Diamondbacks here, and then we're good. Because then I know I will succeed on the first try. And I won't have to reload because marathon, and it looks really bad when I have to reload in the marathon. We're getting to the point where any reload would be a reset for the record, but we're not quite there yet. I don't think T-Gun has gotten resetless attempts. Unless he's born
Is there a YouTube link for
trying.
T-Gun's record?
What?
Is there a YouTube link for T-Gun's record?
It's on his Twitch channel.
Wait.
So yeah, there's a lot of AoE, and we're clumped up, and we have to take the AoE. The objective says to kill his command center, and then it doesn't let you kill his command center. It gets to like 10%, and then it just doesn't die, because he does this mercy thing, where he's like, okay, I give in. But apparently they didn't want you killing him, even if he gives in. The individual level would just drop a nuke there, and nuke his command center, and trigger the level to end early, while skipping basically all the rest of the level.
Thank you, Fiona Burrows, for your $50 donation. Hey guys, I watch you every year. Really happy to finally see an RTS on stream. Shout out to Barcraft Manchester. This goes towards naming Aco Esports.
So pretty much every section of this level I skip or do something completely unintended. So this is where we get into the kind of RTS speedrunning. This will be a little bit more apparent as we go. And I go with Nova for one simple reason. It's nothing to do with the fact that she's a girl or I like her better or what the hell is this.
Or because she was supposed to be the protagonist of Starcraft Ghost.
She's supposed to be, yeah, kind of an antagonist. I just skipped the bunker, which I didn't know I could do. So let's see how this. It looks like I'll be fine. How did I do that? What? Alright, so we're finding new strats on accident during the marathon. Yeah.
Wait, you can just sniper
nothing special. Just,
no, her just normal attack.
This is normal.
She's like a super ghost.
Yeah, she's a super ghost. She's permanently cloaked. She has a snipe ability. Ghosts in this game, no matter what I do, cannot EMP. And whenever I stream, people ask why I'm not EMPing Archons. Because I can't. Okay, I need to back off so they stop hitting Nova and they go after these guys, and I don't care about them anymore.
Do Nova's nukes have buff damage like everything else?
They do base damage, but they don't decrease in damage as the radius goes out.
And they drop like...
Yeah, they drop almost immediately as well.
That's very useful.
Alright, so we drop the 2-point defense drone, so the battle cruiser chases it. He comes right into range for us to dominate him. And then we Yamato the objective. It's now less than half health. And he's going to take much damage, but he's going to kill it before he dies. And that's awesome. Really fast.
I guess there's a round of applause. Here at AGDQ, we'd like to burst into applause for no reason whatsoever.
Alright, so this one, we got another skip. Normally you get a nuke and you nuke the end of the mission. That's the intended way, because doing it is pretty difficult. They put a lot of units. But Nova can dominate things. So the idea is we're going to get the nuke, not use it, dominate the strongest unit at the end area. We don't need this wave anymore because he's out of energy, so we're just going to suicide him. Because we're going to need to dominate other things. And so what we're going to do is there's going to be a Thor at the end. We're going to dominate him. Strike Cannon does exactly 500 damage. The objective has 500 health. I think you can do the math. We'll do a little bit extra damage to it with the other units just to make sure that it dies for marathon safety, etc., etc. And then we'll use the nuke on the third portion of the section to kill that one immediately instead of having to do it the slow way. Okay, so I have to be a little bit careful here because behind this bunker is a turret, and if I move Nova ahead before the turret's dead, she'll get shot by Siege Tank. And she is a super ghost, but Siege Tank gets hurt. So we're gonna take this Banshee. Banshees are good. It's gonna help us through this section quite nicely. And this is spaced out perfectly where she can shoot the missile turret from up here. The range is absolutely perfect. So there's another minor skip here. There's a triggered event where Tasha's ghost drops a nuke on us. But Nova's snipe ability is really good. So if we move the Raven forward, we can snipe him and he'll never drop the nuke. Yeah, there we go.
So does Nova automatically become the antagonist if you help Tosh?
What?
Does Nova automatically become the antagonist if you help Tosh?
They are antagonists for each other. So yeah, you pick one. And I think the official story lore-wise is that you go with Tosh. But his mission is really cool. It's kind of like a MOBA-related thing where they're spawning unit waves and you have to use him to help kill them, go through the bases, etc. It's very similar to like Starcraft, Dota in campaign form type thing. It's a fun mission, and Spectres are technically better for speedrunning than Ghosts. But his mission takes about 6 minutes longer real time, and you don't save 6 minutes by using Spectres in the speedrun.
It would be kind of cool if your mission order in Wings of Liberty would have fit the story and Harvest more.
Yeah. So we need to get the nuke here, and these guys are in the way. And she goes, unlike other beacons where you're busy using the beacon, she does not go invulnerable while using this one. All the other times you have a hero unit that goes on a beacon and you can't do anything, they go invulnerable. But this one you don't, so I have to kill those units first. And these guys are going to go in, they're going to charge the objective. I'm going to drop 2 point defense drones, and then Nova is going to get this Thor and Strike Cannon. The other guys didn't do much damage, so we're going to shoot it a few times with Nova just to be safe. And then get her out before she dies. Yeah, there we go. And we've successfully held a nuke.
We get to keep that nuke for the next one.
Yeah, then there is another nuke here that you can get. It's just very slow. So doing that means we have a nuke for this part without having a detour.
Thank you, Jason Nicholas, for your $100 donation. Good luck on the StarCraft 2 run. I enjoy watching it more than playing it. Put the money towards Dagger in FF9 being named Marina because she's amazing. Thank you, Paul Billieu, for your $50 donation. Named Steiner as well. We are trying to.
Alright, so we let this Ultra's free, which is you're supposed to do. He's not supposed to do that. Stop it. He's supposed to come up here and clear out this huge area of Marines, because there's a lot of Super Marines in here as well. What you're not supposed to do is fly the Vikings over here, use the Banshees to tank for them, and land the Vikings. Because there's a lot of missile turrets here, but Vikings can land, and I think they forgot about that. So they can help us out. Get this stupid Banshee out of here. There we go. And that's going to allow us to kill this with... Normally you grab the Thor down here, but the Thor's really slow when you walk slowly, and you waste time. Now we're going to drop the nuke. Don't have to sender it. This is just going to die immediately. Oh god, she's in range. Does that count?
Oh! Photo finish.
Yeah, we got the double KO, but
Blizzard was not smart enough to make the film.
Unlike Die Hard, we don't get the special double KO ending for that. So So that's my fault. What I do is I right-click Shift H, which means she'll move to the position, hold position where she stops. And usually I line that up so it's outside of the detection, and she was in detection, and she'd already started the nuke animation, so I couldn't stop it. So I just had to hope the nuke would drop in time, and it didn't. But it's my fault. Like, that's the good thing about this run, is that if something goes bad, it is my fault. There's not randomness in this run. I don't really like randomness in speedrunning, where you do have a good run and then suddenly you get screwed over, just because the game decided it wasn't going to be nice today.
Did ghosts still automatically decloak when you start a nuke?
What?
Did ghosts still automatically decloak when they set up a nuke?
They never do that.
Oh, I thought they
No.
did that. Okay.
I mean, nukes are good because they can be called from a cloaked unit. That's why they're useful.
Thank you, Carl Ekström, for your $30 donation. Shout out to Team Liquid, because Liquid is so much cooler than EG, even though EG has Thorzane, who is the best player. $30 towards Violet as Steiner's name. Oh, and we have just met our donation goal for Cosmo to play Ocarina of Time, any %.
Wait, really?
Those circles are the detection range.
Surely.
Those circles are the detection range, and if you can see that, she stopped right in the corner.
Yeah.
So that was the swag I was going for, and I messed it up. So
Nicely done.
I was trying to show off, and I messed it up.
Well, you did it
Oops.
the second time.
I should just get T-Gun on IRC right now.
Oh, he's really mad because I idle SCVs during 0 hour.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Alright, so now we have unlocked the dig.
The dig. Who wants to read this? Anybody on camera can read it. I mean...
If you give me a minute, I can read it while speedrunning.
So this is a donation from Darren Holmes, and he would like to include the 3 most important things in his donation: my love for computer games, my hatred for cancer, and my proposal to dearest Ellie. Ellie, will you marry Darren?
Ellie, speedrun it and say yes really quickly.
So normally I do that much faster, but we're in a marathon, and I had to double check and make sure I had all the upgrades I need, because that would be a really, really dumb way to have to restart this mission.
I'm pretty sure a mid-marathon proposal is an HDQ first. Is it
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Nope, we got
Alright.
it earlier this marathon. So that is our second one in the same marathon. So
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So that is
When did that
technically the
happen?
first time we have gotten 2
T-Gun is furious right now.
proposals in one
T-Gun is
marathon.
furious?
When
Oh
was
yeah,
it-
I know.
PMing
Yeah, when was the first proposal?
IRC.
That's begun to not be or he doesn't get any baked goods ever.
ooh, that's a pretty big threat, because she showed up to MLG with 18 pies once.
I like baking.
Cannons will tear us a new one if we try to advance.
Thank you, Jesse Hart, for your $100 donation. Hey, this is Plexa from Team Liquid. Props to you, Rayo, for doing this for your father. Of course, this is going towards naming Steiner Violet. TL, wait.
Yeah.
So I triggered an event early. Like, normally you have to fight that unit, and then you come down here.
She said yes.
I can't really clap right now, sorry, but I'm happy for you.
So
You can clap
we're
anytime.
going to have to top this next year and have an AGDQ wedding.
So I triggered the siege tanks early because normally you see them, and then...
They'll be right after the new support.
No! Okay, you can skip that and save a little bit of time by running up the ramp, and the computer forgets that you didn't kill the units you're supposed to. But I misclicked and the marine died.
Thank you, Zachary Eberle, for your $20 donation. Awesome event, everyone. This is going to naming Steiner as Violet and FF9. Best of luck on the Starcraft 2 run.
So normally this mission really sucks, and the idea is it still sucks because this drill is drilling this door, and it's got 10,000 health.
Yeah.
Now, the drill does 33 damage per second in game time because it does 33 damage once every second. It's a little bit faster than that because we're on faster game speed, but the issue is that there are some timed triggers in this map. So in order to counteract you from being able to beat the mission before all the time triggers hit, the door will passively heal. It's not very noticeable right now, but as we get to lower health, you'll be able to see that the door will spike upwards in health every now and then. And I believe, I don't know for sure, I believe that's just to make sure that all the triggers hit. We're not skipping their cool scripted events.
So I take you can also assign other units to attack the door, or is it just
No, it is completely invulnerable, only the drill does damage to it. So the alternate strategy is if you destroy every single protest building, you can't really see it. There are tons of buildings, there are tons of Colossus, there's void rays, there's carriers. Breaking up there is very difficult, but if you can kill every building, the mission ends earlier. On Brutal, it is possible, but it takes longer than drilling the door. So this mission has turned instead into never move the drill. The mission is so that I will never have to divert the drill onto killing units, and then I can just keep it on the door the entire time. It will save another small amount of time. What it did in the beginning of the mission saved maybe about 10 seconds. So we add those two things up, and we're saving, I think, actually close to 2 minutes. So it's a reasonable time saving. It's just, this mission is annoying, it's long, it's another really long time trigger. In order to cheese it, there's a lot of units that are going to be coming out. I have an upgrade that makes my ghost cloak not drain their energy. So we're going to make a ghost wall. We're going to wall off our ramp with ghosts. I'm pretty sure this is a strategy you've never seen before if you haven't seen this speedrun. Because it doesn't work in multiplayer at all. They will run out of energy, and your opponent will be smart enough to bring an observer. The computer has observers at the bottom of the ramps to keep me from being able to get in with ghosts, but it will never attack with them. So the computer will quite literally just smash its head into these ghosts, walk around, die repeatedly for this entire mission. And that is how we can make sure that the drill never has to leave the door. The other way, we do have to actually put the drill off the door in order to break the 3 temples to get the Protoss research. But in order to make sure we don't have to do any more than that, we'll actually nuke the cannons that are protecting them. So once I get my ghost wall set up, there's quite literally nothing interesting happening. So if you guys have donations, keep them coming.
Canceled Starcraft Ghost.
Yeah. With our nuclear usage,
you can go right now.
Okay, but first I'd like to remind those of you just joining us that you are watching Awesome Games Done Quick 2013, hosted by SpeedDemosArchive.com, a premier speedrunning website with lots of quality speedrun videos and knowledge for over 700 games. And we also have members from Speedruns Live here, which is also a great website for speedrunning games and racing. And we are raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, which aims to save lives through cancer prevention and early detection with the help of research, education, community outreach, and advocacy.
Only one of these units is real, the Sentry. The rest of these are hallucinations.
Okay. I mean, we are raising money for the PCF, but yet we're still using TAC nukes. It should be noted that we're only trying to prevent real-life carcinogens. We could just create. We're not above making in-video game carcinogens.
Thank you, Jamie Doshit. Hi. Maybe. For his $50 donation. Loving the stream. This is for the Swarm and Steiner's Violet. Keep up the good work.
We need ones who'd actually say for the Swarm.
I'm giving you manual control of the laser drill.
Yeah.
For the Swarm! There's a perler we can show off for the Swarm. We should do that.
We can use it to drive back the Protoss.
Thank you to Leslie Clark for your $40 donation. 40 to Steiner as KT Violet. Tell Railcoon Soda says hi.
Hey Zoda, stop using cobblestone and everything. No, I'm kidding.
We'll give this a plug soon enough. We'll give the other prizes a plug soon. Yeah, stripping. There we go. It's dripping.
Oh, I thought it was still like...
No.
I'm speedrunning.
I'm awake!
I'm speedrunning right now. This is total speedrun tactics. I'm taking my hands off the keyboard and showing you a perler.
Yep. If you can give us a for the Swarm while holding the...
Oh, for the Swarm!
Yeah.
Hang on, I actually need to do something here real quick.
You actually need to play the game for a second here.
I know.
Alright.
So needy.
Here we go.
If you could do a... you know what you need to do.
Nobody donated for a protest voice.
Alright, someone donate for the protest voice right now.
I donate my brownies.
Okay, just do it.
That's pretty worth it.
Someone will donate.
Yeah,
Someone will
donate.
Flicky will donate when he wakes up.
So apparently we're doing one-handed Starcraft now.
One-handed Starcraft.
Thank you, Sebastian Leibert. There's a lot of messed up characters in your last name because of our tracker, but I hope I got it close. $50. Awesome marathon so far. My dad is a cancer survivor, so the cause is very important to me.
I think we got the whole set.
This mouse pad.
That was a little caught on the ghost wall.
Oh.
Oh, did I not get it on camera?
You should be able to get all of it on camera on either side.
Okay.
But that side has more success. Real quickly, for anyone just tuning in, we do have other prizes available, not on site. We have 2 FXO team jerseys who are signed by the members of FXO, the Korean team.
Yes.
Right? Okay, cool. Blizzard also generously donated to us 25 beta keys for Heart of the Swarm, 2 collector's editions for Wings of Liberty, and 2 normal copies, or 5 normal copies of Wings of Liberty. Those will all be up as prizes as well. $10 for the beta keys and the collector's edition, $5 for the regular copies of Wings of Liberty, $20 for the jerseys, and $10 for the mouse pad. I don't know how much the pros are. I think, okay, pros probably are 5. Donate like 50 just in case.
Yeah.
Then you get the master, then you get the gunblade.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's do that real quick.
Yes.
So we haven't been showing this off, and we need to because it is really cool. In addition to any prizes that you may win during this particular game, any donations of $30 or more will get you 40. It is 40 for this, yes. Okay, 40 will get you in the drawing for the gunblade, and 30 is it? For
40,
the Wii U?
30 for the Wii.
30 for the Wii U, up to
30 for the Wii U. Now, I'm gonna show this off real quick, like behind Railgun.
Don't decapitate him.
Don't worry, he's not gonna die. He's not gonna die much. Well, no, I'm trying to make sure.
He's not gonna die unless you do a crit.
There's no the trigger. I cannot actually pull the trigger, so I can't crit on Railgun. Don't worry.
There's no barrel. I've seen a lot of people asking about it because they're worried that it wouldn't be legal for us to send it to them.
Yes. Okay.
The
So
revolver is
people
just
who are
for show. There's no actual
yes,
barrel.
it's not a real gun, and this metal, it's a stainless steel, but it's a softer alloy, so it can't actually hold an edge. All right. If you try to sharpen this thing, it would dull very, very quickly. It's purely ornamental.
It looks really cool.
It
does look really
It is
cool.
crafted really well.
It has a sweet griever chain that we've managed to attach to the bottom of this.
We haven't said this part enough. Tom Felino, you're awesome.
Yeah, Tom Felino or Felino. What's his email?
tom.felino.metal@gmail.com.
tom.felino.metal@gmail.com. Awesome.
So if you're a wealthy individual and you want to commission some high
What's
quality
the
metal
estimated
work,
cost on that?
I think the estimated cost on this thing was actually $800 for parts and labor.
I think he said his commissions might be on hold for a little bit, but
yeah, he probably has a little backlog.
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
a bit of a
thanks
backlog
to
because we
our
pimp him a lot.
of these things. Yeah, but you know what? How about you just donate a lot and then you can get a chance to win this? Yeah, that's pretty much the solution. Just win this and you won't have to commission one from him.
Okay,
And
we
that is cumulative.
Yeah.
That is not in one shot. That is
We have
for
to
all your
be
donations
careful
during this
here
marathon.
because there's an observer here and there's cannons up here. So I have to wait for these guys not to be here before I can go because I need to nuke these cannons and kill this temple as well. We're still drilling the door. It's dying slowly.
Ooh, the outside is done.
The laser drone is now
We've got quite a few ghosts here as well.
Thank you, George Nguyen, for your $20 donation. $20 to Starcraft 2 and for naming Steiner Violet. Esports. Go Railgun. Good luck, Railgun.
What you're talking about?
Yeah. See now, a normal opponent would take the observers they have on the map and bring them along. So I just like to call this the mosh pit. Because at a few points this will stack up to quite a lot of units down here, like over here. They're dancing around. I would say they're having a good time, but they're getting shot a lot.
You're supposed to get hurt in the
Alright, so we found our final prize here. Sorry about that. Thanks to Honorable Jay who generously donated this to us. We have a Razor Naga Hex available as a prize. It's pretty cool. If you want to show this off, like the front, the back, the side.
You can actually open up the front, kind of like a preview window.
Yeah, there we go. So if anyone needs a new mouse.
Just come to marathons.
Perfect for searching the internet. Yes. Perfect for searching the internet and doing donations.
And playing Starcraft.
Yes.
You can have band macros on it too.
Yes. If your mouse is broken from clicking the donate button too many times, we would love to.
It specifically says action RPG and mobile games.
Alright, so
League of Legends.
what's the minimum on that one?
It's a good question. If I could actually access the page for it, I'd tell you.
Yes. Thank you for donating so much.
I believe that is $5.
Oh, poor SMK put so much work into fixing the tracker, and you guys just busted it by overloading it.
Stop breaking stuff.
Yes.
Actually,
no, please break it more.
No, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah,
like,
thank you.
You guys should organize a vacation.
Yeah, no. I'm expecting to reach 200,000 during this game to make it happen.
Oh,
Please
nice.
do, yeah.
Yeah, $5 buy-in for mouse.
And if you can't donate, just take money out of your wallet and throw it at your monitor.
It works well.
I'm sure that'll work.
Well, it worked for us.
For the person who makes the $200,000 bid, I will write a personal note to you and draw a heart.
Aww.
You do realize I have to program something for that.
Okay, for people who are in that range, I will just.
That's still something
Just-
I have
I'll
to
just
do.
eyeball it.
No,
I'll just eyeball it.
people
and fix
tend to
it.
snipe that with a really big donation.
Okay, fine. The biggest one in that range.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
yes.
great. Oh,
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
will just eyeball it. I will write a personal note to you, full of sweet nothings and other mysterious things.
Are you gonna include a picture?
No.
Yourself?
No, I will include a picture of Herblat, who, if you have not seen him, he is a very, very attractive man.
Yeah, more so than we, really.
He is a very attractive man. Yes, indeed. You will actually see him during the Contra block, which will be coming up. Is it tomorrow? Or is it? I think
What is today?
All right.
Today is
So
Thursday.
Sure.
Today is Thursday.
I'm speedrunning.
Contra block is tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow morning.
Remember, change the achievements to pop-ups.
I already
Tomorrow
tried.
morning, if you tune in, you will see
I don't think you're getting
a
an
very,
achievement on this
very
one.
attractive man on stream.
So
Why'd
Playing
you
with
make
Mr.
me so
K,
bad?
an equally attractive man.
these are pro speedrunning strats right here. All right.
So many.
We'll actually let you see the actions going on here.
Actually, speaking of that, there's a donation challenge related to Contra. So if you guys were here last year, you saw the 2 guys, 1 controller Contra co-op run. Well, they're one-upping that this year, and now they're doing 2 guys, 1 controller, low percent, which means the P shooter only for Contra. Yeah. What was that? $2? Oh, challenge is up there.
So I don't think my finger's stuck in it.
Why are you braiding my hair?
I told you so I can give you better
It is
episodes.
$2,000.
Yeah, $2,000, and you see,
pull your hair.
and what you'll see is Mr. K and Herblat. One of them controls the D-pad and the L button. One of them controls the face buttons and the R button, and they can only use the P shooter for Contra 3.
Mr. K, also known as Mayor K.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of hair, how's the Glyria shaving, not shaving fun going?
Not at all sure, and I don't want to risk.
Okay, so this year it's not a challenge, it's a bidding war. You get to choose which one happens. So this year, last time I saw it, it was like $400 for shave. Mullet had like $50, and everything else was 0. So yeah, he's probably gonna shave his head.
Yeah, but I mean, feel free to change that. Yeah, it's at roughly that right now. So, you know.
You
Maybe
can
you like
save his
Band
hair in the
together.
form
There
of an
are
afro.
many people hitting the server right now.
Yes.
So one of the bonuses about this is that I have the upgrade that having the attack upgrade gives bonus attack speed. That is actually very necessary for the end of the game. But it makes it so that my ghosts can take out the Colossus as long as there's a sufficient number of missile turrets to tank for the drill. So it means, again, no effort. I'm going to run out of gas here in a second too. Yeah, there we go, I'm out of gas. I've got the turrets up. I actually don't need to click anything anymore. So we'll move the camera somewhere tactful where you get a nice view, and we're just gonna chill out.
I'd just like to note that Railcoon has quadruple digits of minerals stored.
Oh yeah.
That's some
He has
pro
a nice
macro.
bank.
That's some pro macro right there.
All right, hang on. I'll do things.
If you want to make some SCVs, that'd be really fantastic.
We'll place these really randomly because this also annoys C-Gun. He doesn't like it when the buildings are not optimally placed in a grid. So, there we go.
Alright.
Shout out to T-Gun.
That's macro right there.
T-Gun, we'll stop antagonizing you if you donate large monies.
No, we won't.
We'll temporarily pause antagonizing you if you
I didn't
donate
say for
money.
how long we'd stop.
Alright, thank you, Tom Detler, for your $45 donation. Loving AGDQ this year. Been watching for 2 years. Can't wait for FF9. Put this towards Violet S. Steiner. Thank you, Cody Coons, for your $40 donation. I like what you guys are doing. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to next year. This donation goes to Dark Souls. I hope to see my name up on one of the speedruns someday.
Right, so we're just watching with the camera. The turrets are useful because they kill everything as well. And this is why carriers are awesome in this game. Okay, all his interceptors are dead, and now he's just sitting there. He might rebuild an interceptor. Watch what this interceptor does. I hope it comes out. Oh! That didn't even shoot.
Thank you to Hayward Hatlin for your $30 donation.
32K viewers watching you get a massage.
Yeah! This is pro speedrun strats.
Please put this towards naming Steiner Violet. P.S. Infestors are balanced, but Railcoon is clearly OP.
Thank you. Fun little thing. People were raging quite a bit because you couldn't carry your micro. In Brood War, there's this thing where once the interceptors are out, you could attack and they would stay out, and you could change the target and the interceptors would fly everywhere, and the carrier could stay very far away and be safe. You couldn't do this in multiplayer, but if you don't kill the carriers absurdly fast, they do that to you on this mission with the AI carriers. So more instances of the computer cheating. Because basically the brutal difficulty is basically Blizzard saying this is hard difficulty, but the computer cheats.
Thank you, Robert Olofsson, for your $50 donation. This is a donation in honor of my best friend's dad and my aunt, who are both cancer survivors. Great event, guys. Keep it up. Also named Steiner Violet.
Alright, so this is the point where the door healing is going to be most apparent. It doesn't always happen here, but every once in a while you'll see the hundreds number of the door health pop back up. I've actually seen the thousands number pop back up for half a second, because it should be doing 33 damage per second, and it's just not quite making that, because it's healing passively at this point, which is counteracting it. Which is why I don't really want to pull the drill off, because I want to minimize the amount of time that the door gets to heal.
18, 17.
So the final trigger when the door hits is very low health, and all it does is spawn a few zealots. Like at this point, it's assuming you're very close to being overrun, so it just constantly spawns zealots. It doesn't work against the Ghost Wall because they still never sent an observer.
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
And that's the day.
Applause for
I
doing
think I got
nothing.
like 10 rows done that time.
Oh, you got 10 rows that
I
time?
think I got like 10 rows right now.
You're speedrunning your knitting back here.
John's gonna get a warm scarf sooner than expected.
Don't miss a stitch and have to undo it.
Yeah, resetting when you're
Alright,
ready
so
is never a good thing.
now we get the Zeratul missions. A lot of people ask me why I do these. I need to do 3 missions to unlock the Mobius Factor, which is the next required mission. And I will be short on Protoss research. And the Zeratul missions up until In Utter Darkness, which I am in no way, shape, or form going to run, all of them are pretty short, and every single one gives Protoss research. And doing these will get me to the point where when I finish Supernova, I will have exactly 25 Protoss research, which is the goal that I want, and Supernova is the one that will unlock Maw of the Void. And at that point, I have the broken upgrades and I can just finish the game. This is another point where I talked about the speech triggers earlier, how the game can't advance while they're talking, and there are a lot of speech triggers for Zeratul. Zeratul likes to talk. So what I'm going to do is I have this blink ability. Whenever possible, I'm going to try and blink over a trigger that makes him start talking. There's 2 of them here. They're very, very precise, and I might not make them, but it's not serious time. It's just kind of pixel perfect. Oh, that one, not even close.
So what happened in the cutscene before this is that Zeratul came aboard the Hyperbion, which is Jermainer's ship.
Might have gotten that one.
Hmm?
So I might have gotten that one, we'll see. Sorry, continue.
And gave him a crystal. And Jermainer is looking back into this crystal to see what Zeratul saw.
So he's standing here for like 15 seconds talking about things that I've already beaten before he actually talks about the prophecy. Until he finishes talking about the prophecy, this gate doesn't open. So that's why we try and skip them, but they're very, very precise.
Thank you, Alexander Wallet, for your $30 donation. Hi again, runners. Keep your incredible job. This is for you again, Grandma. I hope you forgive me. I didn't call you for Christmas, but that was the first time and sadly the last time. I love you.
Right, so I actually avoid prison this one because I want the stalkers to take as much damage as possible. Because you'll notice I'm not very kind to my units. I'm going to get the stalkers killed on purpose because it helps. This mission, it assumes that if your units died, then you messed up, and it keeps giving you new ones. So what I'm going to do is it's going to trigger them. It's giving me new stalkers in a better place where I don't have to worry about getting them past all these units. Blake, thank you there. We'll see. It just gives me 3 new ones. And this is mostly for marathon safety. I can do this without these extra stalkers. But they tank the spine crawler damage, and the broodlords shoot at them instead of Zeratul. So I can get to this point with higher health on Zeratul, which is the main issue because he's about to face tank and Ultralisk. Another trick here, there's an Overlord that normally comes in and drops units, but there are not actually units in the Overlord. It's a trigger-based event. So if you Void Prism the Overlord, it forgets that it's supposed to drop units, and it just flies away.
It just saw Zeratul beat up that Ultralisk and it wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I can delay another voice trigger here if I do that blink, and this doesn't actually save a whole lot of time, but later on it will save time because there's a point where we stack up about 5 voice triggers in a row, and we're killing the army that we have to fight near the end of the mission while the voice triggers are playing. If I do this, it stacks up an extra voice trigger into the queue. That means I can kill more of the units, and therefore the end of the mission will go a little bit faster. So that's the reason why I do that. Right, blink on top of the Ultra because, yeah, I'm not nice to my stalkers. They're gonna die.
Is an illusion.
And now this is where the voice triggers all start stacking up.
Oh, how much for the Zeratul versus Kerrigan cutscene?
We're not doing donations for cutscenes.
Already happened, yeah. Sorry.
Thank you, Daniel Paddock, for your $100 donation. Greetings from Sweden. Railgun rules. Stefano is the next bourgeois.
Oh god, he used the B word. That can get you banned from Team Liquid.
I'm praying for a Wings of Liberty Collector's Edition prize. Keep up the good work, the Swedish King. Thank you, John Hogarth, for your $30 donation. Thanks for the Starcraft 2 run, Railgun. This goes to naming Steiner Violet.
So normally coming here and it triggers a big event, but since he's been talking about all the things that already passed, it gives me a lot of time just to weaken the entire Zerg army. So then these Elves are going to charge in and just one-shot everything. So it speeds up things a pretty significant amount. Yeah. Because I shouldn't be there, so they don't have a trigger that flags them as aggressive. And so since that flag is absent, I can just kill them. There's also no detection there.
Thank you, John Hogarth. Or no, I did that one. Thank you, Jacob Crawford, for your $30 donation. Hi guys, I just started following speedruns and started participating in my own. Shoutouts to Evil Geniuses for the Codes and Team Liquid and Pro League. Put this $40 to Cosmos any % so I can watch my childhood ruined again. Yes, it was. That
but we haven't read them all yet.
Yes, we are well aware that we are behind in donations and reading them on stream, and we are trying to get to as many of them as soon as possible.
Should get another achievement here, and we'll see if it pops up.
I forget, is Renegade doing 100% as well?
He is.
Yeah.
Yes, before any %. Have we met the blindfolded door time challenge?
Yeah, we did.
I will check and see if it pulled up.
We haven't?
As of the last time I refreshed this, no, but I am. If it will load, I will let you know.
I didn't get a pop-up, but you got the stock of the light.
No idea.
I'm so good at this game. Look at how good I am at this game, everyone.
Yeah, she's getting achievements.
Blindfolded Door of Time Skip is currently $929 out of 1,000.
Oh,
so we are close to hitting that as well.
So you should totally meet that, but you should wait until after this run and donate for Steiner's Violet while this run is going.
What about Zedernicus singing
That was Matt.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright.
Because UTL and esports folks, we are never safe from the Pox Snore. We're going to reiterate this. He usually donates for the main character or the best character, and he dropped 150 on Zidane, which is suspicious. Because his usual donation is about 1,500. And he competed against us last year on Tifa. So what we're going to do is we're going to lure the Zealot into the cannon. You can do another trick which involves abusing the AI, but then my probe won't be mining. So we want my probe to be mining as long as possible. But the AI abuse is the backup strat here if that doesn't work. And this is the mission that I think I waste the most time getting Protest research in, because we just build Dark Templars, run through the enemy base, and then kill the objectives where they have no detection.
It's weird how flashback gives you resources.
Huh?
It's weird how flashback gives you resources.
Oh yeah, like this is a flashback and I'm mining resources and stuff.
Well, he's inside the magic crystal.
No, sorry, not resource, sorry, research.
Think about it, like if Jim Raynor is getting...
That's not weird though, because he's learning.
Because you're Jim Raynor looking at it through Zeratul vision, so you're seeing what Zeratul learned. But you actually have to go through the process of learning it together.
So he's, basically he's using an animus.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I trust Jim Raynor to communicate.
Yeah. He's like
He's probably not as good at it as I am.
Thank you to Shinier for your $90 donation. The majority of cancer hits men aged 20 to 40. My grandfather fell to it in his 70s. Get tested and never let your guard down. Please put this towards saving the animals and Super Metro.
Kill him. Kill him.
Taunt them.
Kill him.
I'm a personal fan of taunting the animals, which I'm not sure is a choice, but we could probably add it as a choice.
It is a choice currently.
Okay,
you can either kill the animals in Super Metroid, you can save them, or you can open the door and taunt them.
Yeah, the taunt is you go over to where you would do to save them, and then you open the door and you kind of look at the door. He usually fires a few missiles through the doorway, and then he turns around and lets them die.
I can't condone that, because then you're wasting time that you would take to save them, but then you also won't save them. You get the worst of both worlds. That's accurate.
That's why it's a
I'm for letting them die because it saves time.
Alright, so what I'm going to do here is there's going to be an autosave, and then there's a somewhat tricky thing that I have to do here, but since it autosaves right before I'm going to do it, I'm going to hang out and wait for the autosave. Just in case it doesn't work, I can just restart immediately. So these units are just going to run in. If I haven't gotten my units killed enough yet, we're doing it some more. And they're going to distract the base, and since these are aggressive units, they focus on them. This is not going to work, by the way. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay. Maybe.
So the important thing that happened after last mission is that Zeratul attacked Sarah Kerrigan, and she just ignored him and grew back away.
Pretty much. So basically it's saying we can't beat Sarah Kerrigan as we are, and then during these missions we're going to learn that we can't actually kill Sarah Kerrigan because there's a big plot going on.
You actually learned
where
that in the first cutscene, but I didn't say it.
That if she dies, then there's no possible way to save the galaxy from what's going to happen. So we need to find another way to deal with things here.
I think I have the exact quote.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak this probe by, and these guys are really smart, and if you drop the pylon, they forget about the probe. Cancel the pylon, and they forget that the probe is here, and we have to fire this to get the protest research. So look at that, he saw that and he just doesn't care. And that is how intelligent the AI is in this game.
Thank you, Christian Schubert, for your $40 donation. Say hello to Klossy, please.
It's SMRT smart.
Something like that.
apparently playing City disables all team addresses.
Yeah. We'll unlock it for the final mission because she has like 3 friends online right now. And the only people who have this account are like pro gamers who would know better.
Thank you to David Forcier for your $100 donation. To Nerd Girl Knit YOLO. I want to see the oh my god Scoots icon all over the place in the chat. That's how we do go far.
So we're doing some Warcraft surround micro just because we need to get the probes over here to distract, because if I haven't got my units killed enough times, we just need to go for some more. They're just going to distract so that my Dark Templars can get past. I'm a little bit low on my DT count, so this might just be a little bit slow. We'll see what happens.
Thank you, Matt Bach, for your $50 donation. Name Steiner Violet.
Here we go. Sometimes, when you're running the probes down, oh, that was... Alright, that's fine. Sometimes some stalkers just run down this ramp to screw with you. So we're gonna hang out the Dark Templars here just in case. And yeah, we're fine. Oh, hey! What the... Yep, there's the stalkers. Get out of here. Yeah, they were late, but they're still here. So what we do is we run the probes in, and the amazing computer AI is going to storm the probes. And then we'll use the other storm on the Dark Templars. I'm going to get like 1 DT through. This is going to be kind of bad. Ideally, I want 3 to make it through. Oh! That guy almost made it through. Okay, so I didn't get a troll warp prism. So we're gonna reset this guy so I can do this a little bit faster.
Thank you, Elof Bigestans, for your $30 donation. Hello from Sweden. Keep up the good work, and don't worry about how to pronounce my name. Put this donation towards whatever the person reading this wants to. Violet. Steiner's Violet.
We have it.
Thank you, Andrew Silvernail, for your $150 donation. Shoutouts to Ninja Zeratul. Money goes to Railcoon's Choice. Steiner's Violet.
Yep. You know me well, sir. Right, so normally I'd have 3 and I can kill these all at the same time. So what we're gonna have to do is get a little creative. And this has 1 hit on it. There we go. The guy you're going against is a detector, so he can actually see the Dark Templars. The old strategy would involve killing them 1 at a time and then running away, so he'd blink back and he wouldn't kill your base as fast, because he'd return every time you kill 1, run away, and then you'd kill the next one. He's really smart, because he wouldn't turn around. I don't know. But that way is a little bit easier, it saves a bit of time, and it also allows us to get all of the Protoss research, which is what we're after. So we're going to do one last Zeratul mission, and this is the Ninja Zeratul that guy just donated for. This is the one that used to be kind of random because it involves some pretty crazy blinking. The last blink was really bad. It wasn't the fact that the blink was random or the enemy behavior was random. The beacon you would stand on to end the mission was random. Sometimes I could touch the very edge of the beacon, it would activate immediately, and other times I could walk all the way across it from right to left, it wouldn't activate, and Zeratul would die. As you can guess, while trying to speed run and having a good run going, having that happen was very frustrating. So this is the strat that T-Gun found. It's kind of appropriate that the strategy that T-Gun found involves running away, but there is a very small hole in the detection in the enemy base, so we can hang out in it, wait for a blink cooldown, and make a much safer blink. It wastes about 10 seconds to avoid getting trolled for 20 minutes, which is the worst split time I've had on this mission. So, yeah.
Thank you, Matthew Parks, for your $40 donation. Great to see StarCraft 2 beat so hard. Put this towards renaming Steiner as Violet. Thank you, Eiko Bach, for your $50 donation. Really great work, everyone. Keep it up. Put as much money of this as needed towards Cosmo 80% Ocarina of Time run, and the rest of it towards the blindfolded Door of Time skip. Greetings to Elo Cool Dave.
person?
He's here. I don't know. Oh, who? Sorry. Who donated? This one?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Okay, how much was that?
50.
Oh, wait, so the door time is almost spent now.
Some of it.
So
This could have been a while ago. We are still trying to catch up on donations.
Zero Tool is really smart, and the basic idea is we're interacting with the Overmind's dead tendrils and reading his mind, his emotions, etc., to learn what happens. And he keeps talking about the emotions that he's sensing, and he keeps saying, "I sense death." Okay, it's very clearly dead, Zero Tool. We don't need to be reminded that it is in fact dead.
Thank you, Keith Farley, for your $20 donation. Put this towards the Link's the Dark character name in Dark Souls. Shout out to the Yetis at LL42.
Oh shit. This is fine.
Thank you.
Oh, it's not fine.
Thank you, Nathan.
It's fine. The autosave is like 20 seconds
Anglesey,
back.
for your $20 donation. Hey all, woo, Starcraft 2. I still love the campaign, even if Infestors ruined the MP and spectating for me. By the way, Railcoon, did you know your name is Nuclear backwards?
What?
What?
Keep up the good work, everyone. Heart, Nate.
Whenever I have to spell his name, I actually type out nuclear and then reverse it because I always get the vowels wrong.
There's the blink we needed. It looks dangerous, but it's not. Oh, I misclicked. Like, if I do it right, it's not dangerous at all. And he's gonna be low health on a lot of these. He heals every time he finishes talking. Yeah.
I may need your help on this one, Railcoon. Charles Ellsworth, thank you for your $20 donation. Plagu?
Plaguga!
This money is for what the runner wants. Thanks for running my favorite game.
Right.
Steiner's Violet. Thank you, Carrie R. Your name has way too many messed up characters in our tracker now.
So, the new tracker we have is better about the heart because it shows a less than symbol, but all of the other foreign symbols show up as garbage. So, sorry.
Deal with it.
Carrie R. for your $40 donation. Loving the marathon as I did last year. Keep the commentary coming, Railcoon. So much fun to watch speedruns with awesome commentary. Railcoon can decide what challenge my donation goes to. Greetings from Norway. Steiner as Violet.
Railcoon told me that he wanted Die Hard.
Oh, well, I'll just change that real quick. Thank you, Einar Wanton, for your $101 donation. Amazing event. Please put this towards naming Steiner Violet. R.E.P. Ziz. Or Ziz.
Right. We want to get this one too. I started to go here because I was going to start to get it, and then I forgot and thought I could do it later. But I was correct to do this now.
Well done.
This is marathon safety. I can do it without this upgrade, but it's a little bit safer. Because this mission, there's kind of a scary moment at the end where I'm right-clicking an objective with Marines, and they're kind of surrounded by lots of units, and the objective has to die before they do. So.
Is the cutscene before or after this mission?
Which one?
The one with the sun.
Sun is after this one. Yeah.
Thank you, Arthur DiNardo, for your $50 donation. Big thank you to the runners and everyone helping behind the scenes. Please put the money towards naming Steiner in honor of our regretted Violet.
So, I double-checked to make sure I got the upgrade, and I double-checked the wrong upgrade.
Thank you, Ryan Leaf, for your $30 donation. Put this 30 towards naming Steiner Violet. Shout out to Team Liquid and Railcoon.
Alright, so the one we want is we got the tank damage upgrade. We can do it without it. I want the orbital commands. And I think I skipped killing one of the vectors, which gives me some extra gold, credits, gold, money. We have other strats, it's fine. It just won't be super optimized. I'll have to waste about 20 seconds without that upgrade. That's what... Whatever, okay, sure.
Oh no, 20 seconds, the run is over.
Could be worse, could be frames.
No. We save the frames and we lose the seconds. That's how it works. Right.
Analysis of the Queen of Blades search pattern complete. Calculated for ETA to the closest.
So normally I'd have a mule gathering right now. Mules are pretty good.
Can't leave well enough alone.
And by mules, I mean they had to patch mules so that they don't get bonus minerals from gold patches because it was actually completely broken. So, yeah.
I'm giving you control of our medevacs, Commander. You can use them to transport your men around the city and
Thank you,
avoid
Mercha
most of the
Lepirog, for your $30 donation. $30 for the awesome game of Starcraft 2. Hope I win a jacket or the mouse pad. Lost a family friend to lung cancer. 3rd year watching you speedrun. Keep up the good work.
Over here, up on the roof.
Right, so we have to take the safe strats. They're not as interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
We got Kerrigan over here. She's gonna start destroying buildings.
Thank you, Kurt Gallagher, for your $35 donation. Hey guys, pledging to support cancer prevention and esports. Shoutouts to GYCL. Put this towards the Cosmo Ocarina of Time.
Oh! What? It's fine, it's fine. I just wasn't aware that medevac was taking damage.
So does Kerrigan usually have like a priority as to what buildings she attacks?
She just attacks down this road.
Ah.
She's smart.
She likes killing things.
Really?
It's a hobby.
Thank you, Holkeem Carlson, for your $40 donation. Keep up the great work, guys. Hoping to see Railcoon play Heart of the Swarm single player next time. Please put this towards naming Steiner to
Can't
Violet.
guarantee anything.
Let's go. Ready for dust off.
Right, so we're having to do some granny strats right now.
Loud and clear.
Because that didn't go very well.
Stedman wanted one of those things to research.
Thank you, Philip Kramer, for your $20 donation. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you, John Bennett, for your $40 donation. $20 to any percent Ocarina of Time, and $20 to name Steiner Violet.
Once again, any
both of those
percentages
towards
already been met?
These are probably behind before it was met.
I'm pretty sure that one's actually past the point.
Okay.
So what are some of the challenges that have been met?
Line would almost be met.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel Hieronymus, for your $100 donation.
I put an extra medevac.
You guys are awesome for doing this. Shoutouts to the UTD StarCraft 2 guys. Use this to name Steiner Violet.
Where did my extra medevac go?
Did you lose your medic gun?
I don't think so. I would think I accidentally canceled it because I had a lot of extra gas.
Thank you, David Glover, for your $40 donation. You guys are great. Keep it up. 20 to Violet, 20 to any percent Ocarina of Time. Gotta get my donation in for all that swag.
So the Zerg base over here has a lot of ground defenses and a couple of sport crawlers to defend against air. So if you drop a siege tank back here, they actually can't do anything about it.
Ready.
That's why this works.
Talk to me.
Thank you, Carl Lindblom, for your $42 donation. No Quake this year, so here you go, StarCraft 2. This is for Mom and Steiner equals Violet. Go, 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 Railcoon and TLP.
We might get a Rail Mom donation during this. Yeah, Rail Mom. So if you hear a Phyllis Bresky, let me know if not paying much attention. That's Rail Mom.
That Queen of Blades really is quite a nuisance, isn't
Thank you, Mark Hu, for your $40 donation. Thank you, Speed Demos Archive and Speedruns Live for having such an awesome event and put the money to naming Steiner Violet.
So the classic Terran tactic of running away when you're losing. We're not losing, but we would lose if we didn't run away. So we're just going to lift off our command center. And even though they have air units, they can't figure out how to deal with that. I don't know. Have I mentioned the AI is smart?
Thank you, Gordon Ranger, for your $50 donation. I was only going to donate $10 for the HOTS beta key, but then I heard Railcoon story and felt selfish. So here's another $40 to go to the greater cause. Put it towards Railcoon's choice, so I guess Violet.
Oh my god, these guys are misbehaving. Keep telling them to hold position and they keep drifting because their units have momentum. It's kind of cool, but it can be really annoying. Alright, so now we can right click this. Now they're up better. And we have three medics and 3 medevacs healing everything, and they're getting pounded by the Zerg units. This is a safe strat, is to make sure I have a 3rd medevac. It's normally way faster than this, it's about a minute faster, but I kept making a few small errors that added up. So we're gonna stim pack, they're dying, but this dies first. And by the time he finishes talking, they'll all be dead.
Should evacuate immediately.
Evacuation costs money, man.
Oh yeah, I'm hardcore.
Thank you, Jonathan Vanderborg, for your $40 donation. Awesome games, awesome runs for an awesome cause. Keep up the great work. Put this to Steiner Violet.
Yeah, so if you're one of those people who really likes your units in RTS games and you never like them to die, don't speedrun.
And for God's sake, don't play Lemmings.
Well, the protective instinct helps there. Except for when you have to blow them up.
Yeah. Or
But you're killing one to save all.
Thank you, Alexander Pabst, for your $20 donation. Thanks for running this marathon for such a good cause. I have a relative with cancer and it's great to see people that care. Love watching Starcraft 2. Railcoon decides where the money goes to. Steiner Violet.
So I've made quite a few mistakes. We might still be sub 3 hours. We'll see.
What was the estimate? 3:30?
3:30, yeah. That was from before we found some of the safe strats. And just to be safe, because like you saw mistakes in this game meant reloads and losing minutes. Like, we had to be a little bit conservative with the schedule, just because if I made mistakes and we weren't conservative, we would go way over.
Thank you, Jeremy Gauthier, for your $20 donation. I think this is a phenomenal cause. Keep up the great work. Put this $20 towards whoever is reading this once. So I guess Steiner Violet.
I forgot that it didn't have the orbital commands, and that is actually necessary on this one.
Thank you, Ludwig Anderson, for your $25 donation. Thanks for this amazing week of awesome games done for a great cause. Make this donation for naming Zidane Violet in FF9. I think we're starting to branch out here.
Well, it's the only one that has Poxnor for it, so they're trying to antagonize the Poxnor, I think.
I think they are poking dragons here.
He would drop 1,000 soon.
Oh, he'll drop 1,000 plus soon. It's gonna happen. Like, we chose this one because it's a 3-hour block, pretty much a day before FF9.
Just to get the head start. Thank you, Jay Jurgen, for your $20 donation. Donating from phone, so I was unable to find the comment section from the first donation. Use my previous 30 and this 20 to awesome prizes, and Steiner is vital.
Relax, hotshot. I got something useful for you.
Thank you, Patricia Kleberg, for your $50 donation. Donation made on behalf of Harry Henman in honor of his birthday, with love from his mom. Thank you, John Holton, for your $20 donation. Hey everyone, this is the first year I've watched, and though I've been watching more than sleeping, I've enjoyed every minute so far. Put my $20 towards naming Steiner Violet. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Trevor Miller, for your $20 donation. Another day of marathon, ticking closer to the end of the best week of the year. Love to you all of you runners from the 502 crew who just passed 2% of our total AGDQ donations. Good luck, have fun. Towards Link's the Dark for Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, what's the donation total?
We are at, if I can refresh. Give it 1 minute. We are catching up, so.
No, I don't think we're catching up.
Ready for dust off.
Also, congratulations, you destroyed my phone's battery, people.
So floating buildings, you thought we were done. We're never done.
While that loads, thank you, Jamie Tana, for your $25 donation. Hi guys, first time watching AGDQ with love Starcraft game beta key, and good luck on your goals. Okay, our donation tracker is reading at $182,853.43 right now.
So close.
Let's go.
We can do it.
Yeah, let's try for 200K before Octodad finishes.
Not before this finishes.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for
What's the time?
We're at 2:16.
Oh, okay, so that's about.
All right.
Ignore all the advice I've said. Do it now.
I will give everyone the prize.
Thank you, Daniel Olson, for your $30 donation. This is for Steiner as Violet. Good work so far. Looking forward to the rest of the marathon.
Not enough minerals.
Thank you, Gustav Sterdo, for your $30 donation. Keep up the awesome work. Donation towards naming Steiner Violet.
That guy just chased me from over here.
Yes, he loves you, and he just wants to give you a hug, and you kill him. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel good about myself. The stalker hugs are dangerous.
Thank you, Jarrett, for your $20 donation. This goes to Steiner as Violet in the memory of Railcoon's father. May he rest in peace.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher Jodge, for your $40 donation. Put this towards naming Steiner Violet. Shout out to the Zynga Starcraft AHGL team. Farmville fighting. Go Team Dog Archon.
We just need to clear them out and take possession.
Thank you, David Sturm, for your $50 donation. Sebastian, go to sleep. Fish.
Mineral field depleted. Our SCVs are under attack.
Thank you, Vigard Jensen, for your $40 donation. For naming Steiner Violet.
And that's why we need mules. We need the Overlook Command so we can drop mules on top of the research.
Mineral field.
Don't feel bad, mules. I'm not getting troops killed, the robots. So, that's fine.
And I'd just like to remind those of you just joining us that you're watching Awesome Games Done Quick 2013, hosted by SpeedDemosArchive.com, one of the best websites for quality speedrun videos and knowledge, with over 700 games in attendance. We are also joined by members of Speedruns Live, which is a great site for racing video games, live of course. And we are raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, who hopes to save lives through cancer prevention and early detection with research, education, community outreach, and advocacy.
So I could go a little bit earlier than this, but once again, marathon safety. We want to make sure I get enough banshees through to actually kill the objective. I have all the Protoss research. That means that I have 25 Protoss research. Next mission will be Maul of the Void. I can get the Orbital Strike command and then call down ghosts wherever the hell I please and nuke things. So if you've never seen Maul of the Void done really, really fast, hold on your pants. Yes. Well, hold on to them. You don't want them falling off unexpectedly.
Fire waves right on top of us, sir. We need to move our base structure.
Pretty secure anyway.
Destroyed.
I'm holding.
So we brought a couple SCVs so that we can... I almost didn't do that. That would have been bad. We brought a couple SCVs so we can repair. Stop repairing each other and repair... Advantages. There we go.
Thank you, Thomas Deddens, for your $40 donation. Please put my donation for naming Steiner as Violet.
What? How are they shooting that?
Magnets?
I know, but that's cheating it usually doesn't do.
Thank you, Ryan Crawford, for your $50 donation. Lost my grandfather to cancer recently, so this is a cause close to my heart. All money goes to Railcoon's Choice. For the Swarm!
For the Swarm! Alright, so this might be a little slow. Because I gotta troll a little bit, and this is why I made extra banshees in case this happens. Yeah, I'm in a very small hole in the detection of what's going on. And if they're stacked on top of each other and they will slowly spread out. And if they spread out in the wrong direction, then they move out of the hole of detection. And then this happens. So it wastes time. This one's about to run out of cloaking energy. And this is the problem. Is that if it takes really long, they run out of energy to cloak. So as they run out of energy to cloak, I'm sending them away so they can regather energy.
So you really can't unistack with these guys?
There is a certain amount of banshees where if it's a medium number of banshees, having more is not useful because they'll spread out and there won't be enough to make up for the fact that I'm losing time having to run away from the phoenixes. If I have a lot of banshees alive, I can just sort of micro really well. They'll spread out, they'll waste a little bit of time, but they're doing a lot more damage because I have a lot more.
Can you not make with the banshee right now? You don't
No, my base is kind of lifted off at the moment.
Yeah, there.
Just light firewall incoming.
Yeah, we're lifted. This is bad.
Base is under attack.
Thank you, Michael Richards, for your $50 donation. Yes, this is the real Cosmo Kramer. Just kidding. Keep up the great work. Mouse and Gunblade look amazing. Steiner is fine.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, it's better just to load. It save more time. Problem is, usually that's not an issue, so I stopped making a safety save, and this is where the reload is. This is why, like, this gives you an idea of how much time this wastes. The fact that I'm loading this instead of graining it really hard.
This is duct tape.
Yeah, that's in case people swear or make really bad puns. It is.
Hello Kitty duct tape?
It's Hello Kitty duct tape.
Yes, it's necessary.
I
Trust
just
me.
found it.
People use duct tape?
People have been good about the swearing and not making really bad puns.
That's true.
It hasn't been necessary yet.
Our most egregious offender has actually been a crash test dummies game.
I don't know what you guys would do if there was like some sort of speed run for Mario Kart. I'm pretty sure you just put it over everyone's mouths immediately. And then have them run it.
Oh, Mario Party.
Oh man.
Oh.
The Mario Party is horrible.
Well, you can't play Mario Party here.
Why not? People speedrun it.
No, no, no,
Oxus
no.
and
Here,
Flare.
specifically here.
Yeah, not in this room.
Not in this room.
There's certain things that are required when playing Mario Kart.
Like, not infringement.
Yes.
Straps.
Thank you, Nathan Wilson, for your $50 donation. First time watching this and have enjoyed it a great deal. Thank you so much for holding this. I will be tuning in next year for sure. Put towards whatever. So, Steiner as Violet. Thank you, Marcus Pulaski, for your $20 donation. Shout out to Hands Off Speedrunning in Starcraft 2. Put this towards 2-player 1 controller Contra Wilkerson.
What did you say about speedrunning?
Hands off.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, serious business.
Hands-free speedrunner. Thank you, Andrew Wong, for your $20 donation. Here's a proper entry for the team jackets. A round of applause and pats on the back for Tech and AV crews. You are all the man or woman, as the case may be.
What do you mean? SMK is right there. He fixed your tracker.
I'm gonna go pat him on the back.
Do it for me too.
What do you mean our tech crew isn't here?
Good job, SMK. Good job.
Thank you, Matthew Johnson, for your $40 donation. Gotta love that StarCraft 2. Protoss for life. Put this towards Cosmos 80% Ocarina of Time run. Keep up the good run, guys. Which the Cosmos 80% Ocarina of Time run has been added to the schedule. It has met its donation goal. So if you would like to put your money towards another Cosmo-related donation goal, I do not know if the blindfolded Door of Time skip challenge has been met yet. Runner guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's still Ocarina of Time.
It's still Ocarina of Time related, yes. Okay.
It's almost there.
If you want to see Cosmo do 2 guys, 1 controller Die Hard, you can donate to that.
Serious business.
Or you can donate to Mirrod's Choice from Wind Waker Fountain. That's a good donation.
I have about 5 more rows, so that'll be on
Yes, the blindfolded Door of Time skip is $974 out of 1,000 right now, so it is very close. And also we have Die Hard, 2 players, 1 controller, at $2,221.44 out of $7,500 right now, and it is slowly creeping up as well.
So we're gonna play this extra safe. We're gonna make one last Banshee and then we're gonna save before we go for the craziness.
Thank you, Michael Redenbach, for your $40 donation. I've had lots of fun watching this great event for a great cause all week. Put this towards Starcraft 2, please. Good luck, have fun, Railcoon.
Pretty sure that's Violet.
Yep.
Bad news. Waiting on you. Loud and clear. Big job, huh? In the rear with the... Picking up or dropping off.
And again, we are trying to get caught up and on all of our donations as quickly as we can. We know we might not get to all of them, reading them on stream, but we are trying to get to as many of them as we can right now. Our server is really slow thanks to all of your generous donations.
And don't worry if your donation comment isn't read immediately. They're all processed before they're read, and the prizes are time-stamped, so they don't even be processed to be taken in the right time.
Yes, that is a good point. Don't worry about when your comment is run. As long as you get your donation in during this run, you will be eligible for all of the StarCraft 2 prizes during this block.
Surprises on Monday then? Surprises on Monday.
I forgot to save, and that didn't go very well.
Oh no! Hey, you can do save now?
Yeah, I can save now, just see what happens. You know, have to type something? Oh, I'm on load. Right, okay. There we go. Oh, like, wait, you're gonna make me type letters? What is this?
But I don't. No.
Oh, that's like, we've had this discussion before. That's effort.
Thank you, Patrick Sarmiento, for your $50 donation. This donation is in the memory of my aunt, Bellarmina, who passed away from breast cancer last year. Been watching and enjoying all week. Keep it up. StarCraft for the win. Please put this towards naming Steiner Violet. Thank you, Esko Hietavala, for your $20 donation. Hello from Finland. Try and pronounce my name. Great to see some StarCraft 2. Love the game. Have Railcoon decide what to put this towards. So it's going to Steiner Violet.
No!
No Steiner Violet?
No, I made a mistake. We're doing the granny strats. Ah!
Thank you, Joaquin Erickson, for your $50 donation. Here's $50 because screw you, cancer, that's why. You never need a reason to do something good in life. Please put this to naming Steiner Violet and FF9. Also need to get my hands on that FXO stuff. Sounds awesome. Great run, everybody. Keep it up.
This is gonna take a while. We didn't get this to behave.
On the plus side, you won't drift out of
No, I won't drift out of the detections area when I have one at a time. Just need to make sure she doesn't die.
Thank you, Eric Roberts, for your $100 donation. I've been watching AGDQ for the last 3 years, and it's always amazing. Thanks for everything you guys do. Please put this donation towards naming Steiner Violet and FF9.
Right.
I'm nodded off.
Okay, I'm dropping stitches everywhere.
Yeah, we just gotta wait.
Still.
Thank you, Frederick Johansson, for your $30 donation. Cancer ruins the run of life. Save the animals in Super Metroid. Awesome job, everyone.
Is there anywhere you can land to slip in another
Oh, is he still trying to do that sniping with the Banshees?
The other issue is that my medevac died. And I had SCVs in there for repairing my Banshees. So I lost extra Banshees that I wouldn't have normally lost. Normally when I'm flying over there, if I send one Banshee off to the sacrifice, they'll forget about the medevac, and he didn't forget about the medevac. So I lost extra Banshees while trying to keep the medevac alive, and then the medevac died anyway. And then the Banshees that got killed were high energy Banshees, so that's a problem, and things and stuff. So we just have to wait for these guys to get a bit more energy, because cloaking costs 25 energy, so when I use it, they're going to drain some of this.
How long
This objective is regaining some shields, so this could be a problem.
How long will it take for the solar flare to reach the other side of the map?
This end of the map? Quite a while. Towards my starports are going to have to move in a second, though.
Because if the last of his buildings disappears, he loses, right?
Yeah, if all my buildings die, then it ends the mission, so... We didn't gain too much health, so we should be alright.
No scouts are going to be a problem?
Thank you, TN fans.
We're gonna try and sneak one of these out.
$100 donation. Super awesome to see games like Starcraft 2 being speedrun. More speedruns of recent game releases from this decade, please. Put my donation towards Pokemon Gold rival name, Cancer.
Ooh, okay, so it didn't quite make it out, and it's on fire.
Send it into distract the other ones with.
Send it what?
Send one the third starport to get distracted and send another one out.
I don't think it's gonna work.
We'll decoy that one.
Thank you, Ryan Hammerly, for your $30 donation. Enjoying the stream. Great cause, great runs. Put this on naming Steiner as Violet.
I think it's running... Okay, I'm good, because the units are running away from the fire wave. We can do this. It's just gonna take a while.
You don't have a while.
No, no, the units are running away from the fire wave. It's the AI. So then I can fly over here and just stay on the very edge of the fire wave, and it won't die while I gather energy on my Banshee. This is the extreme marathon-only backup strats. And this is why I reloaded last time, because this is going to add a lot of time. This is also why the estimate is so high. Just in case stuff like this happens, it adds quite a bit of time. Normally I just reset and say that I'm bad and try again. So I'm just going to say that I'm bad, not reset, and apologize for this taking so long. Oh, there's... Okay, as long as the scout doesn't aggro, I'm fine. Aha! We're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, she should be able to finish this off.
Thanks. If you ask around, someone's gonna... I wish I had one.
It died.
Yeah, because yesterday we spent like half an hour getting a phone just to order.
So one of the safety things I used to do was get the +1 weapons on the Banshee, but I had been having better luck with that recently and getting a lot of Banshees through, so it wasn't necessary. It was actually slower. So I didn't do it this time, but apparently I should have gotten the +1 weapon upgrade. So there we go. We finished that mission eventually.
Thank you, Triley, for your $30 donation. Hi guys, Tree the Amazing Lee Awesome here. Our awesome StarCraft 2 run. Still a great cause. Third donation, let the runner decide where this one goes. Loving the stream. Steiner as Violet.
Alright, so that last one was pretty messy, this one's awesome. So...
We have to hold on to our pants for.
What?
Can we stop holding onto our pants yet?
Oh, no, this one's awesome. Keep holding onto your pants. So this one is the battle cruiser mission that I timed out, optimized it, and I got it to like 20 minutes real time. I don't remember the exact number, but it was 20 plus minutes. It takes a long time because they want you to use battle cruisers. There are alternative methods. There was a guy who did a challenge mission run of this with just Marines and medics, and it took him like an hour and 10 minutes. Obviously, those aren't speedrun strats. We're using momentum to move and kind of shoot at the same time.
Sliding strats.
This is again, like whenever it gives you a new unit, it likes to introduce it to you by making you use it, kill stuff. Battle cruisers are slow, but they hit hard. That's kind of the introduction. And there are these rip field generators that will slowly take energy, HP away from anything that are inside of the shield. Why are you not shift attacking? Shift. Thank you.
We'll be lucky to find any normal resources here.
They're rip field generators. They will slowly do damage to anything inside of them. Blah blah blah. Means that low health units are normally not that good, but a ghost can survive long enough to nuke. And we just spent this entire time making sure that our ghosts can land anywhere on the map that we please. So I think you can connect the dots on what's going to happen here. We're going to drop the ghosts with the orbital strike upgrade that we just got. So it will rally point my barracks. And then we'll drop the ghost right next to the objective and nuke it repeatedly. And then we win. So yeah, that's the mission. It's very simple. It looks a lot better when you actually see it. So we're gonna get the first couple nukes going. These battle cruisers have to protect my base because you can see I don't have that many units. This is another one of those missions where they try to create an artificial choke point by not having many natural minerals and gas. But there are those pickups everywhere. My SCV just finished. There are some more over here inside the rip field generator, but we're just gonna make a medevac and ferry our SCV over there. Another issue is that when you first send a unit over here where we're going to send the ghost, it activates multiple cutscenes. Cutscenes that would make it difficult for us to cloak in time so that the ghosts don't die. So we're going to drop a Marine over there because we haven't gotten enough Marines intentionally killed yet. And that's going to trigger the cutscenes, the Marine's going to die. And then when I drop the ghosts, I won't have to worry about it. I'm getting a few more resources than is necessary just in case I screw up one of these ghosts. I have a second try. Ideally, if I was doing this in an attempt, I would have stopped picking up resources by now.
I'd like to point out right now that Violet, as the name for Steiner, has now raised over $10,000.
Wow.
Come at us, Poxmore. No, I mean, if we cause Poxnor to drop $10,000, that's a success. Like, try it.
Thank you, Christoph Schnauer. I apologize for the our tracker does not read the foreign characters in your name properly, but thank you for your $50 donation. Shout out to Team Liquid and all Starcraft players in Austria.
So basically, the reason why it was Protoss is because those are nice Protoss, and then these are religious Protoss.
These are bad Protoss.
They're loyal to Zelnaga with their religion.
They're
Zelnaga.
They're the ones who don't care that the galaxy's about to be destroyed, and they think that the most important thing is protecting their temples no matter what. Even the fact that, besides the fact that what's in their temples can save the galaxy, they just don't care. So they're fighting us, even though we're trying to save the galaxy.
Which side is that mothership on?
Mothership is with the crazy.
Oh, okay.
So you aren't the good pro. There's no good Protoss and bad Protoss in the same level.
Ah.
Yeah.
So you don't get confused.
If I'm killing Protoss, they're the.
You're either Protoss or you're.
I thought they were
Yeah, that's different. She kind of lied. They join your forces. And I messed that up. This ghost is gonna die.
Good thing you got more resources.
No, I didn't get enough. I thought I did.
So how much,
I got the nuke off when I needed to.
How much supply does the nuke take up a single player?
Yeah, so we need to repair the command center. Wasn't actually planning on doing that.
Yeah, how much supply does Nuke take up on single player?
They don't.
Oh. I just remember taking up like 8 supply. And,
that was Brood War.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't take up supply in StarCraft 2.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Alright, we're good now. I just need a few more gas. So what happened is that the you have vision of the mothership at all times. So normally I'm using the vision of the mothership to nuke up the high ground, something that you're not normally allowed to do. Also, you need to die. Right, okay, so the mothership drifted too far away, didn't have vision of the Zelnaga vault to nuke it, and then my ghost started walking away trying to find vision. They walked into detection, wasted time because they're taking damage over time while they're here the entire time and got shot. So since that happened, he wasn't able to call down the nuke all the way, died, his nuke didn't go off, and now I need one more nuke. So that's what I'm doing. This mission is usually pretty optimized, so I'd actually stop and gather extra resources in order to get the resources I need to drop another nuke. Normally the mothership won't drift far enough away for that to be an issue unless you make a mistake, and I hadn't made a mistake. So there's your this hasn't happened before. Oh god.
Is it doing it again?
No, it might not take enough damage.
Throw rocks at it or something.
So what can I do here?
Suicide Demonic Cannon?
Suicide Marines?
SCV Rush.
Yeah, Yamato Cannon is not going to work. We're just going to wait for another nuke.
Is there a chance of you like running out of resources?
No, I just have to wait on the Vespene gas, which is slow. There's a couple. Oh wait, hang on. I
Optimized
can.
for having 3 SCVs.
Wait. We got this. Oh, it's the wrong one. Okay, hang on. I forgot which one it is. There are some more Vespene pickups that I can use. I haven't used them in a long time, so I forgot which ones they were. They are here. There we go. Ooh. I should have done that earlier. I forgot that that existed.
Thank you, John Bain, for your $100 donation. Says, sup, son. Also, Screw Slasher from Total Biscuits.
Thanks, you Total Biscuit. Okay, we're a problem because the mothership is drifting away again. So we're going to cancel this nuke and make sure that the mothership stops so we get vision in time. Cancel the ghost.
What would you do to manipulate
this mothership is really trolling me right now. See how it's wandering away? So we're going to make the mothership come back by dropping a marine. We're making up backup strats on the fly here. Because now I don't have vision of this, and I use my energy on my orbital command to get the gas. Otherwise it would scan and get vision on the high ground. But I can't do that. So I'm going to make the ghost now, and even if this doesn't make the... yeah, he's coming back now. I need to build that from over here, because that one might die.
Thank you, Craig Donahue, for your $100 donation. Thanks for an awesome marathon, guys. Please put this donation towards what Railking desires. Steiner and Violet.
This is really pushing it. Oh my god, look at this.
You have no defenses in your base.
Yeah, my base is dying now.
So
this
if
ghost
the
needs
last
to do
building
it.
dies, it's over.
Oh, this is the last ghost I'm going to be able to make. Oh, it's dead. Okay, it's good. That won't get over 500 health.
Base is under attack.
Okay, normally the game timer when I finish that is around 4.5 minutes.
This is a lot.
Oh my god, what? Okay! So, the vault lived with 1 health, and the ghost shot it once and it died.
Really? That was awesome.
Yes.
Well, I don't know, but I was holding on to the seat of my pants at the time.
Pretty sure that will be highlighted.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you, Michael Dolan, for your $40 donation. Miles' Monkey Ball yesterday was amazing, and Yoshi Fan's F-Zero run was so very impressive that the game is really, really difficult. Put this towards Cosmos any % Ocarina of Time. If met, Railcoon's choice of Steiner and Violet. Could we get a roll call of those on camera?
I'm Railcoon. I'm the one running the mission.
I'm Muffins. I do lore.
I'm Mirud.
I'm Zenernicus.
I know, I messed up. No, I'm so awake right now. I'm taking all your tiredness for you. You're welcome.
So we're in the final 3 missions. The last one is really long. And it's the one that gave everybody troubles. And it's the one the least likely to give me problems. So that's the one that's going to give me problems. Because we're having one of those runs. Pretty much.
Thank you, Brian Rizawali, for your $40 donation. Big shout out to everyone. Love everything and what it all goes to. Go Starcraft 2. Put the 40 to whatever needs it the most. I don't know if Steiner Violet needs it at this point, but...
Is Die Hard met yet? Because
Die Hard has not been met.
I think that needs it the most.
There's one on Die Hard.
We're not taking all the donations.
Thank you, Tobias Blank, for your $100 donation. Hey, AGDQ, awesome marathon, awesome cause. Put this $100 towards Cosmos 80% run. Also, shout out to Spurt, you mad, greetings from Germany, Toby. Which also, again, Cosmos Ocarina of Time 80% run has met its goal. If you'd like to see Cosmo potentially later playing Die Hard with somebody else, on the same controller, we have a donation incentive to put Die Hard back into the fray with 2 players on 1 controller, which has a donation goal of $7,500.
So the main choke point of this mission is getting enough gas in time. So we're running around rescuing people, but these guys are close to gas, so they're useful. We also dropped a Marine using our Orbital Strike upgrade and got a bunch of gas over here. So we also need to get 4 ghosts and 4 new Ghost Academies, Shadow Ops, for some reason in single player. I don't know. But once all of that is met, then we need to have 100 supply to trigger the next part of the mission. So we're working towards this while building ghosts and getting 4 nukes so that we can just end the final part of the mission immediately.
Thank you, Spur Christofferson, for your $50 donation. In 5 days, I have my yearly MRI scan, a reminder of my status as a lucky survivor. After that, I take my Commander Keen 4 record back.
That's Steiner, that's Kane, or Kanecraft, or Alier, who Cosmo was competing with for Commander Keen 4.
Much love to Railcoon for being awesome, and shout out to Team Liquid and the TL Ponies. Steiner is Violet. Love Kane.
Stay awesome, Kane.
Thank you, Don Edgecombe, for your $50 donation. 50 for the knitting speedrun. My pledge goes to Knit 2, Pearl 2.
Not how I do it.
Just throws it all together.
Yeah, pretty much. Like any other speedrun.
Thank you, Howard Ho, for your $30 donation. Great job, everyone.
Right, so we've got 4 ghosts, got 4 nukes. No, having 100 supply up there is not enough. They have to actually finish building it. So once these vultures finish building, we will have 100 supply. The next part of the mission we'll play, we'll have General Warfield say terrible, terrible damage as a shout out to the beta crowd, but we're going to skip it. Sorry. And then we're going to nuke these nice worms. They will survive with 1 health each and start regenning slowly over time. So we shift Q our ghosts to shoot them as soon as the ghosts land, as soon as the nukes land, and then they all die. And we have another instance of the waiting for the voice triggers. This mission's not over until they're done talking. Sorry.
Thank you, Andrew Munoz, for your $150 donation. I love StarCraft, and I hate cancer. It took my grandmother. Put this towards Violet's rename, and the StarCraft prizes. Rest in peace, Violet. Go Railcoon!
This next mission is the mission in which the AI changes we discussed earlier actually affected. It's been a while since we explained this, the Violet thing. We're getting close to the end of the run. So if you're wondering why everybody is donating for Steiner as Violet, and why we're still encouraging you to do so even though it's way ahead, Violet was a very promising member of the KT Rolster Brood War squad. Can they still hear me fine? It's getting loud. Like, he was very young, very promising. He was kind of like a rising star, but then he actually started to win things. He was one of the first Koreans who would post on the English forums and talk to his foreign fans. Something that really none of the other players did. And it opened the avenue for other players doing this later down the road. And then he got ill with leukemia. We were all really sad about that. We were supporting him, wishing him our best. We had heard some somewhat hopeful news about him, and then a long period of silence. And then we, without hearing any updates, there was a news post that just said that he had died. It took us all by surprise. We knew he was ill, but we thought he was doing better than that. And it all just, it hit the members of the StarCraft community really hard, because he was so young, he had so much promise, and he never really got to show it off. So in memory of him, we're trying to name Steiner the badass of Final Fantasy IX after Violet.
Yeah, that's the point. We wanted to do it in Violet.
Thank you, Brent Flood, for your $50 donation. Please put this money towards naming Steiner Violet. Hopefully we can beat cancer sometime in our lifetime. Thank you, Thomas Powell, for your $22.22 donation. Dash to victory, Railcoon. Shout out to TLP. Put it towards Steiner as Violet, please.
What was the name of that one?
Thomas Powell.
Okay, I don't know that one. I know some of the TLP guys by the real names, but not all of them.
Thank you, Felix Spielman, for your $100 donation. Be gentle with my Queen of Blades, please. I heart her lots.
Oh, she's gonna get smacked around a lot in the next mission.
Twilight Sparkle is best pony. Since I don't know anything good to put this money on, let Railcoon decide. Greetings from Germany.
Okay, something frustrating. The fastest way to get through cutscenes is the mash the escape button, and if you do that while you have buildings selected, they will stop building because you cancel the build. It doesn't actually really affect much, it's just annoying. It probably wasted a grand total of 30 seconds. It's not the biggest deal in the world. The way I do this is normally the individual level would go after this reactor right now, but the individual level is also on the old unpatched version of the game, where the units are still really dumb around nukes. So I don't really have that option, because I like competition and I want other people to play this game against me, so I play in the live version. So I have to actually send Marines and medics down to kill this one, and if I kill this immediately, it spawns the giant super unit, the Leviathan. And it would cause me to have to waste a bunch of time having to go around it. So by the simple fact of just chilling here and waiting for a while, I can get my units down here, then send these over to kill this, and then the Leviathan, by the time I need to go past it, he'll be out of the way. So it's a very simple optimization of the very rare speedrunning optimization of waiting. Who would have thought?
Thank you, Travis Carroll, for your $20 donation. I had to donate again because I could not resist that FXO jacket. Put 10 of this towards Cosmo any percent run, and the other 10 to Violet.
The doctor is in.
Okay.
What?
What?
Getting 12 more people, no pressure.
Have we,
They're probably here for the next run.
Prizes recently?
Who's next? Oh, is Octodad before it? Okay, yeah, then they're all here for Octodad. I'm not even gonna pretend they're here for my run.
Octodad.
Octodad height.
Yes, that's right. After the StarCraft 2 run,
This is not serious time, but just make sure they can hear the donator, guys.
We have a run of Octodad,
Right?
After which we'll have a run of VV.
6 Vs.
I'll let her be 6 times.
Which it's a donation incentive of 100% all trinkets run has been met. So that run will feature Fiery Blizzard trying to collect all the trinkets in the main game.
Oh, hey, Railkin.
What's up?
So your time is 2:55 right now. T-Gun said he's finished.
Oh.
Wow. T-Gun.
He's a
calling you
filthy
out.
liar.
Yeah, except I know for a fact he already told me he was going to kick back and relax during the marathon, so I'm calling you out.
So something there was not accurate.
T-Gun's getting a proof call.
That will fine.
I mean, it's not a good run. I've made a lot of mistakes and would have reset it, but it's a marathon, so I can't.
You better move out fast.
So is it really 255 right now? Ooh, that's actually pretty bad. We'll still come in well under the estimate. Ooh, I wanted to do better than that.
This might be a good time to also mention that in the letter B 6 times, we have another donation incentive. It's a bidding war between playing or skipping the Gravitron. Right now, skipping it has $0, and playing it has 48.
Did it just end the mission?
Look at that thing.
Why can't I? My keyboard.
Your USB just died. Sorry.
Yeah, my keyboard just stopped functioning. So you guys are getting to watch a cutscene.
That's Leviathan. It's fat.
That's the Leviathan that I was trying to avoid earlier. It's not plugged in. This one is not plugged in. Wow. No, my keyboard's working. It just wouldn't let me skip the cutscene. No, I mean, I did that, and then it came back on. It wouldn't let me skip the cutscene, and it wasn't responding. And then when the cutscene ended, my keyboard was still funcking. So
Your keyboard just really wanted to see the Leviathan.
yeah.
Well, Blizzard software is really well written.
I need more medics. Stop walking to the spine crawler, you idiots.
They want hugs. You don't love your units enough.
I'll get them killed more if they'll stop being dumb. Oh my god, he walked into the spine crawler. Right, so now the...
Actually, never mind. I'm sorry.
Liar. Alright, so we're getting near the end of this mission, then we have one really long time mission that you're going to have a lot of time to catch up on donations on. Do you guys have a lot of donations loaded?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so we're standing here waiting for this Ultralist to come out, because there's 2 of them. Sadly, one thing that doesn't work well with Ultralists is them hitting 1 unit. And by sadly, I mean fortunately.
Thank you to Travis Hudelge for your $80 donation. All of it to naming Steiner Violet. I won't be able to catch the end of the run, but I believe in you, Broken. Waiting. Shout out to TLP. Love you guys. Heart.
And now we test your computer, Omni.
Okay.
Because this mission on Brutal can spawn over 1,000 individual units at a given time. So you can have a computer that can beast multiplayer, like, streaming in 1080 on ultra graphics settings, even the extreme mode, and it can chug on this mission.
It's coding everything too.
Yeah, it's recording as well. So we will see how good your computer really is, Omni.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Tyson Butler, for your $30 donation. This goes out to Violet. Thanks for the event and hours of entertainment.
Okay, so that's going to be about a 324. Because we're at Well, actually, 3:23.5. This is a completely timed mission. It will end at 30:08 in-game time every time. But in-game time is not real time, so that's not very useful to us. And I'm bad at math in my head, so if somebody wants to give a better 72.5% of 30:08, you can tell us what time we'll have at the end.
About 22 minutes.
Well, how much?
About 22 minutes.
So yeah, I was right.
Thank you, Kevin Calangello, for your $350 donation. Railcoon, you are amazing. But wow, Kevin Tung, you are a magnificent. How am I supposed to top that? Put $300 towards Violet as Steiner, and $50 for any percent Ocarina of Time. If the Ocarina of Time goal is met, just put it towards Rarity as the Wind Waker file name.
You guys want to let me get ready?
Thank you, Travis Carroll, for your $20 donation. Had to donate again because I could not resist that FXO jacket. Put 10 of this towards Cosmos 80% run and the other 10 to Violet. Thank you, Anders Antella, for your $100 donation. This donation is in support of everyone currently battling cancer. Keep up the fight. Really enjoying Railcoon's Starcraft 2 run. Put the money on Steiner named Violet.
What's our viewer count right now? I mean, it's spiking in anticipation of Octodad.
We're almost at 34,000.
Thank you, Paul Peterson Pablo, for your $50 donation. 50 to 00 Agent Goldeneye, High to Nuclear, and TLP.
Did you know that Railcoon is nuclear backwards? I'm a magician. Yeah, I learned that today because a donator told that to me.
That's amazing. How'd you get your name backwards in the...
In the dictionary.
What?
That's going to end about 3:22.
Remember to take off the Y so the achievement pops up.
Thank you, Jared Parker, for your $20 donation. $20
right,
to the
I
Violet
did.
name incentive. Much love to StarCraft and speedrunning, both of which have been my primary sources of entertainment for nearly 2 years now. Also, Marines OP.
Alright, so we turned off busy mode because we want this achievement to pop up at the end. Because this is an account she uses for tournament administration, so it hasn't played the single player yet, which means when I finish this, there'll be a lovely little brutal campaign completed achievement that pops up. And you'll have a very easy way of knowing when the timing ends.
That's how you know you're truly ready for esports.
You are off.
Oh, we got a half second. Oh, we're getting lag. Oh, we were breaking Omni's computer.
You are off of busy, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Isaac, behave.
Thank you, Thomas
Isaac?
Swade,
The only person
for
that would
your...
possibly message me by saying hi.
Thank you,
Why
Thomas
did you give
Swade,
him the
for your
idea?
$30 donation. Second donation, put this towards Ocarina of Time run. Shoutouts to Wintergreen, his awesome mom, and Louis, who links us all together.
Alright, the Banshees, this is the reason why I get them the damage upgrade, because if I get some bad luck on where these Nidus worms spawn, they can be really far away, out of where I can kill them easily. And I don't want to use an Energy Nova to kill Nidus worms until 44%. So we've got one down here that needs to die. This one can get killed by the battle cruiser, and Omni's blocking my screen with his elbow.
Hard strats.
It's not a hard mission, I'm just giving you crap.
So, blindfolded next?
He can be blindfolded for the last half of the mission, I believe.
I do need to occasionally click things for the last half of the mission, and I have not practiced that, so no. I can do the no hand strats for extended periods of time, and then we'll have to actually click the Energy Nova every once in a while, and make more Marines every once in a while. So that's about the best you're going to get.
So StarCraft 2 one-handed.
Keep your mouse on the button. There you go.
StarCraft 2 one-handed.
Yeah, I can do, once I get the siege tank stuff, I can do one-handed.
Thank you, David Johnson, for your $20 donation. Hello. Just had a friend who found out her dad has lymphoma. Putting some money to a great cause. Please put this money to whatever you see fit.
I miss the old Marines with their attitude. That was by far the best. Okay, so this is where the choice of upgrades early in the game really matters, because if you're fighting ground forces like I am right now, you absolutely need the Protoss research that gives you increased attack speed by giving the attack upgrades. Because then it makes siege tanks, who normally attack very, very slowly, rapid fire killing machines. You'll see once they get up to level 3, they're just going to be chain gunning their siege tank shots, and it's going to look a little bit ridiculous because siege tanks are not meant to fire that quickly. Because the attack speed upgrade it gives it is percentage based, and siege tanks have pretty much the longest attack delay in the game. So we're stacking up lots of siege tanks, getting them upgrades, making lots and lots and lots of SCVs, because those are going to be sitting idle for a while and annoying T-gun. So this, like, you don't actually have to build the extra defenses here, it's just giving me time until I can get the extra siege tanks on the field. And yes, this is the equivalent of an auto-scroller, because I just have to wait for the artifact to fill up for the mission to end. There is no way of finishing this early, I just gotta wait. So the first time, a lot of people remember Kerrigan as being really annoying because she has this super Psionic Storm ability that does, okay, fine, I'll do it. Terrible, terrible damage. And it also damages buildings, something that shouldn't really be allowed. Like, come on, that's just cheating. And the plus side is she only is able to use it after her first 2 trips. So I can do silly things like stacking up lots of units up against her, and she can't use it to kill them all in a horrible fire. I am a little bit short on Marines, so this is going to take a little longer than it should. It's not really dangerous, she's just going to kill some units that she shouldn't, and it's going to take a while to kill her, but like, she has a really long attack speed, and the idea of using Marines is that then she has to use her long attack speed to one-shot units that have 55 health. It's not very an effective use of her time, so therefore it works. It keeps her from killing the big units. She has a triggered ability where she will target the most expensive unit in the general vicinity, like she did that siege tank, lift it up, and one-shot it. It does not have a damage value. If it does, it's up in the couple thousands. Developers, screw you, it's going to die number value range. So this is why we don't use battle cruisers in Yamato her. The other reason is she also has a hidden ability that is not in any of her tooltips that reduces damage amounts over a certain threshold. So if you try to shoot her with a 300 damage Yamato, it's actually going to do around 150, maybe less. So then you're spending lots of expensive resources on big expensive units that she's going to one-shot and won't do full damage. Yeah, that doesn't really work. So that's why we're going with the siege tank strats to kill everything else. Marines are going to kill her because Marines are low enough damage that it doesn't activate for damage reduction. And if you didn't know already, Marines shoot very, very fast. So we get the really high DPS against her that works. It's about the most effective way of killing her. And she will kill some of the siege tanks while she's fighting us, but the idea is that she'll die before she does the storms on the siege tanks. Because if she lifts a siege tank and kills it, that's one siege tank. If she casts her super storm, it's going to kill 5 or 6. This is actually a little bit bad. I want to wait until 44% before I storm, before I energy dome, but I might not be able to. We'll see what happens. Because I was being a little slow on the weapons upgrades while I was talking. So they're not firing as fast as they should, and they're not doing as much damage as they should. But I think we recovered.
Sir, I'm picking up a mass of overlords heading your way.
Right, so this is the reason why we hold it to 44%, is that a bunch of overlords spawn and start dropping units all over your base. So casting it now gets rid of all the overlords, and it also clears out a lot of these 9 swarms that are being problematic. We're going to grab some SCVs and make them repair these siege tanks, because I don't really feel like losing more. And we're almost at 44%, so we're going to hit this button. This is really hard. We're queuing up lots and lots and lots of Marines. This is highest skill cap here, people. And then we click the button and everything dies. There you go, you got an achievement.
I am so good at this game. Look at how good I am at this game, everyone.
Thank you, Anders Rasmussen, for your $100 donation. Thanks for a great week of awesome games. I donate these $100 towards Hotbid interviewing Railcoon. If no, put them towards Violet.
Hotbit's not here right now, and I'm not going to be able to go to any rapidly upcoming StarCraft events, so that's probably not going to happen, I'm sorry.
Shoutouts to Team Liquid and the Danish StarCraft 2 community. Thank you Christopher May for your $30 donation. This run is nuts. I wish I could give this a go. Railcoon is the man, but Zerg for life. And put this to blindfolded dwarf times. Which, let me check on that. That was really close when we last checked, and it has probably been met by now. Yes, the blindfolded dwarf time skip has met its donation goal.
Yes!
With $1,074 out of 1,000.
Yeah, so we messed this up. Sorry, we're gonna lose some time here. Because I wasn't fast enough with my upgrades and lost too many siege tanks. I was trying to get away with it, but if I keep going with this, it's going to be really close and there's a good chance of Sakarigan killing me, and I don't feel like wasting 15 minutes and having that happen, especially in the marathon setting. We lost maybe 4 or 5 minutes, so we're still good for the estimate.
While we're waiting, somebody wants you to do an Overlord impression.
I'm trying to figure out how sufficiently ridiculous that should be.
Completely is always the correct answer.
So we're gonna alter our strategies here slightly and make this a little safer. Hang on. And then I'll give you the Overlord impression. So we're gonna kill these. What? No, we're just gonna go with the very, very ridiculous. Not even gonna try and make it good. There you go.
Sounded like a dying dog.
Sounds about right.
Have you heard an Overlord before? That's a pretty accurate description. It only works when I control the Overlord.
Thank you, Teppo Ristola, for your $30 donation. Keep up the great work, everyone. Please put this donation for more Die Hard.
We need to blow this early. Not optimal.
Thank you, Jack Lee, for your $30 donation. Greetings from Jack Lee in Denmark. What a great way for gamers to donate for a good cause. And thanks, Blizzard, for promoting me back to Platinum after 1 year's ladder grinding in Silver and Gold League. Put this donation under name Steiner Violet.
Dear Mr. that promoted to Platinum, that was you, that wasn't Blizzard.
Alright, so that was kind of bad. I had to blow my energy nova earlier, or else I was going to lose a bunch of siege tanks. Now the Overlords are coming, and I don't have an energy nova, so we're having to spread out Marines, and hoping that we can cover this without losing a lot. Main thing is I'm concerned about are my mineral line here, and my supply depots. So we're going to stem my Marines, call down things. Oh my god, Marines are stemming. This is shocking. You never see this anywhere else. I should be able to recover this, it's just going to look scary. But you can see that they're now dropping units all over the place. And we're stopping them from dropping them in crucial places, and they're going to drop in the areas where it doesn't matter and the siege tank will kill them. So that's why I usually try to kill it with an energy nova instead of doing this. Because then you have the Overlords flying around randomly, puking creep all over the place and just being generally annoying for a while afterwards as well.
Thank you, Ryan Wellborn, for your $30 donation. Ehan Timing. Railcoon Fighting. Team Liquid represent money to Steiner being violent. Thank you, Andrew Pass, for your $25 donation. Awesome speedrunning. Never would have thought StarCraft 2 could be done. $10 to StarCraft swag and $15 to whatever Railcoon wants. Which, if you haven't been paying attention, I believe it's
Steiner's Violet.
Steiner is Violet?
Yep. Yes.
Steiner is Violet. Okay, Steiner as Violet.
Alright, so that was a little bit messy, but we got the job done. We recovered it. We should be fine now. And now my mouse is not responding. Thankfully, the keyboard's working now. So my mouse and keyboard are tag teaming. If they'd both gone out, that would have been really bad. So this has pretty much been the definition of the marathon run, and this is why we have safe estimates.
Thank you, Daniel Bauer, for your $40 donation. Glad to see an RTS. Now we just need to get someone to speedrun Red Alert 2. Also, put this
Oh,
towards
God.
Steiner as well.
I love that game, but I'm not speedrunning it.
You know what would be the longest speedrun ever? Age of Empires 2.
Might be a good time to use the
There's only,
artifact
what, 10
Nova, sir.
campaigns?
Thank you, Justin Behrens, for your $30 donation. Rest in peace, Violet. Thank you, Christopher Guild, for your $20 donation.
What are you doing?
OP Windows Start menu.
Awesome StarCraft 2 run. Shout out to the Team Liquid LR crew and the Twitch mods. Put this to naming Steiner Violet.
Alright, so I had to guess on the timing of that, but I think that was right.
Which, on that note, if you are watching on Twitch, we encourage you to go to speeddemosarchive.com, which will also get you to the marathon.speeddemosarchive.com site, where we have our schedule, as well as our IRC chat, and also a link to our donation tracker, which will provide you with information about upcoming challenges, choices for runs coming up, and also the buy-ins for the prizes. That if it works.
Only one SCV made it through, really? Sorry. I don't need more tanks. Why am I building more tanks?
Because there's no such thing as too much excessive.
Well, I need to have a certain number of Marines to be able to kill Kerrigan here, because she's going to come through and she's going to have the Superstorm this time. So now I actually have to, like, micro and stuff.
Try.
Yeah, I have to try. What is this?
You poor baby.
Let's get some more armor upgrades here. What is this, like having to try and speedrunning? Who does that?
Thank you, Christopher Shaw, for your $40 donation. Shoutouts to Team Liquid and Flash Revolution. Put this to Steiner as Violet.
So generally the end of this mission is just annoying, and the perdition turrets just take away the annoyance factor. So I'm just going to start spamming them all over the place. I could build them efficiently and have a nice clean looking grid pattern, but again it would take effort. And bonus points is that it annoys T-Gun, so... We've been doing a lot of annoying T-Gun this run.
He hasn't donated enough.
Never have come here.
He never donated to get me to
Exactly.
temporarily halt annoying him, so... Alright, so... Kerrigan's programming under Superstorm is really smart. As long as there's a clump group of units over a certain threshold, she'll go after those ones instead of the bigger one that's farther away. So then we just need to time this. She's going to do it again. Yeah, I missed that slightly. But yeah, now she's going to die. If we get that perfectly, that won't kill many units. But then Kerrigan's gone. Our Energy Nova is about to come up. All these Nidus Worms are going to come down. Like, if you haven't seen me do this before, this can look really scary, but it really isn't. But this effect is cool. I just like the explosion. And then units that it hits that don't die, they get a debuff and they just burn to death. Like that. Yeah, and then the siege tanks blow up the survivors, so... no. These siege tanks are doing... I have tooltips off. They're doing 100 damage at a rate of fire of, I believe, 2.15. So, look at these siege tanks' rate of fire compared to normal. They're just chain gunning. It's hard because they're not even getting to shoot twice in most instances. Because the AI of the siege tanks in this game is they don't waste shots. In Brood War, you could bait siege tanks by making them shoot more shots they need to kill something, and therefore some of their shots will be wasted. But the way that the engine of Starcraft 2 cycles is that one siege tank will fire per cycle of the engine, and it calculates that the damage is instant, so it calculates to see if it's dead, and if it is, then another tank won't shoot at it. So it means all of these tanks are efficiently spreading their fire, doing 100 damage per shot at a high rate of fire. This is actually why the siege tank damage was nerfed in multiplayer. It's not because the damage was too high, it's just because the AI on the siege tanks is too good. And it's not even the AI, it's just the side effect of the way that the engine of StarCraft 2 runs. In order to fix it, they would have to add a projectile to the siege tank shot, which honestly is not a hard fix, but they decided to go with the method of splitting damage because that's generally the way that they like to balance the damage in this game. So changing something in the engine as opposed to going with the general balance plan of changing the damage. that's just what they went for. It fits with the general theme of the way they balance this game better. So yeah, we got another really scary looking moment here. We're fine. Just need to back these Marines up, make sure my SCVs don't die so I can rebuild. Our siege tanks are fine because the Perdition turret's in front of them. That's the purpose of these Perdition turrets. They just sort of tank damage. Energy Nova's coming up in about 15 seconds because the timer on this game lies. I know we've got a lot of new viewers. The timer is based on normal game speed and I'm playing on faster. So in order to get real time, you multiply the timer in the bottom left or any other place you see a timer by 72.5%.
The artifact's energy nova is fully recharged.
Yeah, and we're getting close to the end here, and this is... You feeling up for another speedrun tactic here, Hannah? Oh.
Thank you, Tony Simonin, for your $50 donation. Hello, this is the first time I'm following you guys.
Alright, so we got
I'm a
one-handed strats.
French viewer. You're really good. $50 this donation for FF9 name, $25 for Mr. MV as Zidane, and $25 for Miss MV as Queen.
So we're going to bait her storm again, and we're going to do this with one hand, because somebody asked for it. The first storm is the easiest one. She's going to storm these guys. And the rest of these guys just need to be really careful. Alright, I need to cheat name move. Sorry. Just going to storm again now. Oh, come on, don't go that way. That could have gone better. Ooh. So we lost some tanks there, but it's okay. Because we have a few resources just in case you can't see.
No, we don't have over 3,000.
No.
That would be excessive.
That would be bad macro if I were to stockpile that many resources. So clearly that's not happening.
36,000.
36,000? Wow. We should rebuild a couple of these Perdition turrets just to be safe. But there is a chance here that hopefully we can show off a glitch. When there are too many units on the map, Kerrigan sometimes gives up. So for her final spawn, I'll scan here. She spawns here and stands here and waits for hunter killers to show up. And then if there are too many units on the map, what will happen is her big wave of units will attack. She'll get back to here and then she'll turn around and just walk back to her base. I don't know why. I believe it's based on the number of units on the map because the only time it's happened is when I'm holding an Energy Nova for a little bit long. So we're going to get the Energy Nova here in 30 seconds. We're going to hold it as long as possible to see if she decides to glitch out. If she doesn't glitch out, the Energy Nova will be really useful to hold anyway, because then we can time it so that she's attacking back herself instead of any of her friends, which then makes her not a threat at all without any of her escorts. So we've got the replacement siege tanks up that she killed earlier. Get over here. My SCVs think they know better than me because they've got an intelligent repair AI. I could right-click that and turn that off, but then I'd have to manually tell them to repair things, and that would be effort. So we're just going to let them be stupid and tell them when they're being stupid instead. So she's going to appear around 94 or 95%. Sometimes, if you get really lucky, she'll decide not to spawn until it's so late that she'll spawn, start walking across the map, and won't get there before the mission ends. She's very intelligent. So as long as I have the siege tank count up, I've got some Perdition turrets in front of them, some Perdition turrets up here on the top, and I have a decent number of Marines here. There's pretty much zero chance of failure, even though we've got tons and tons and tons of these are units flooding in, and it looks really scary. Like I said earlier, this is possible to get yourself into a position on your first playthrough where you cannot complete this mission. If you choose the wrong upgrades, and then you have lost all of your autosaves to be able to go back and change your upgrades, you can wind up with a folder full of autosaves that are just this mission, have the wrong upgrades to be able to complete the mission and not be able to fix it. So this has led a lot of people to the impression that this mission is really hard, when as long as you're prepared properly, it really isn't. I had about the worst possible thing that could happen to me happen earlier. I just improvised a little bit on a strategy I've never tried before and recovered it, and I'm now about to beat the mission. It's not really that hard as long as you're prepared. Alright, is she going to give up? Is she going to give up? She's not giving up. Okay, I wanted her to give up because it's really funny, but... So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for her to get closer, then we're going to Energy Nova, and then all these Zergians are going to die, and suddenly she's going to be very, very alone. And even though she has 2,000 health, 3333 upgrades, her OP damage shield, and all this, and she used her storm on buildings, why would you do that? Alright, so we're going to spread out our units. She's going to storm this group here, like that, and now she's gone. And that was pretty much the last threat of this mission. I didn't even know she would target clumped buildings. Wow. That was pretty stupid. And now the mission's gonna end. So, and we're gonna get your achievement to pop up.
So good at this game.
Well, the achievement's gonna pop up in 3, 2, 1. Oh, it didn't pop up. That's time. Sorry.
Okay. 3:25:56.
Okay. Fun fact is that this is actually showing the map in this cutscene. It's not a pre-rendered cutscene. So if you play on a lower difficulty and you get bored and you kill the Zerg bases, it'll show an explosion passing over empty terrain. It's kind of an anticlimactic ending. So where's your achievement?
I don't know. I think you didn't get it for me.
No, you got the achievement. It's not all 26 missions, but you completed it.
56.
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Okay, it's late. We're getting lots of unlocks. We're not going to wait for them all.
Noah Cohen, for your $50 donation. $50 to whatever Railcoon wants it to go to. The Starcraft community stands with you, Railcoon.
Thank you very much. That's going to Steiner's Violet. Do you have an updated total on that?
I heard it was over 12,000. Let me have a look.
So, Poxnor, come at us, bro.
Alright, if the page... Yeah, here we go. 13,727.
Wow. Wow.
And thank you to Ada Ren Corel for your $20 donation. Hello guys, yet another French guy here donating to support your marvelous initiative. Thanks to Railcoon for the shout out to Violet and for the esport love. Keep on rocking, guys. Stefano waiting. P.S. I want this donation to be split this way for FF9 names. 10 for Violet as Steiner, 10 for Miss MV as Kina. Peace.
So we didn't really have a very good run, but we generated a few bloopers, got a lot of money. I'll call it a success.
How close are we to 200,000?
We are at $187,645.52 right now.
Didn't quite make it, but that was still pretty good, guys. So the idea is this gun has one bullet in it, and Rainer's been saving it for Banks. And he's deciding to use it here. Blizzard's being intentionally vague on whether Tychus dies here. People have asked. It just goes to a black screen. You get to wonder.
Thank you, Danny Yeo, for your $20 donation. You guys just keep casually pumping money out of me, so good job. Keep up the good work. Put the 20 on Steiner as Violet. Thank you, Chris Lorenzo, for your $40 donation. Add me to each of the FXO jackets. Thanks for the awesome stream. The girl is cute. Want to see her turn red again. Cheap.
I totally did on command.
Thank you, Neil Reeder, for your $500 donation.
I don't think it worked.
Thank you, Ben Pymont, for your $40 donation.
Right, he just walks slowly into the sunset. You don't need to do the rest of that. There's a really funny song that plays in the credits, but we don't have time for that because Octodad's coming up.
Octodad. Oh yeah! Yes!
Octodad.
Get high. Get high.